Yo, we are live. We are live. It is Hump Day Wednesday. A lot of stuff is going on out there in the middle of the week. We're not even on Friday yet. We got a lot of shit popping. How y'all
Yes,
doing
we
out there
do.
tonight?
Shoot, I'm good. I'm good, man. Everything good over here right now, you know?
Man, Breck, are you ready for the shits tonight? You
Listen,
look on your face.
it has been an exhausting 3 days. Okay,
Mm.
so
Absolutely.
I need to get this out.
It has been a hellacious 72 hours. Stuff
Yes, it has.
coming out. Mark and I was on live Monday night and some shit was coming in the pipeline. We had to pivot. We were like, yo, we can't do this on our own. We need to bring the cavalry in and talk about this subject.
Right.
And everybody know what that is. So, Merv, how you feeling out there, man? How you can you hear us out there? You good?
What'd you say, nigga? Can y'all hear me? I've been trying to goddamn come through the guest link, man. I was trying to it won't let me come through the fucking guest link.
Yeah, it's a bad delay on that side. I'm gonna go out so you can get back on, and we should be good to go from there. So before we do all of that, team, shout out to YouTube, Zingo TV, Blackjack Channel 199, Facebook Live. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of shit we're going to get into. We want to make sure that you guys get the best show tonight. We want some engagement from you all tonight. Y'all saw the post throughout the day. Y'all saw the post throughout the whole week, matter of fact, on what we are talking about tonight. So we want to make sure y'all get a quality pod tonight. So we're going to make sure that everything on the front end look good and everything on the back end look good as well. So with that said, Murph, yes, you want to say? You good?
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. You good?
Yes,
You're good. What up,
No
OTT?
delay?
there's a slight delay. Hey,
Slight
TT.
delay. I'm gonna go out, Merv, and I'll fix that. So don't worry about it. Y'all just focus on having a good show
Hey,
tonight.
hey, Sean, you want to put me out,
All
bring
right,
me right
got
back
you.
on?
Yeah. You ready?
Put me out and bring me right back on.
All right. All right, everybody. Just bear us with real quick. We got some StreamYard issues with a lot of people on it tonight, and we have a lot of streams going on. So we're gonna break the internet tonight. That's what we're going for. So we're going for breaking. Hey, we breaking records tonight. Anybody out there watching right now, if you want to hop on, shoot us a note. Put in the comments you want to hop on and give your opinion on tonight's topic. Yes, we are talking about the hottest topic right now. We're talking about that guy. We're talking about the guy who got y'all ladies out there thinking that black men are bad. Yo, Mark is going to give his updates tonight. Merv going to go win. I know Becca got some shots that she want to take at some of these ladies who were following the blind, the blind, and we got
Blind
Tina about
leading
to
the
hop on.
blind.
Yo, there's a lot of shit we're going to get into tonight. So without further ado, Merv, yo,
What? Can you hear me now?
we can hear
Yeah,
you now,
yeah,
man.
you got you.
I know you're ready for this, man.
Hey,
Cousin OTT, yo,
What's up, TT?
let's go.
hey,
Y'all got it.
All right, no doubt.
hey.
All right.
Huh?
So
Hey,
everyone for the
can I get
past
off?
72 hours.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, Merv, you're too.
Hey, hello?
Yeah, Merv, you have a really bad delay.
Okay.
Hey, TT, thank you so much for joining us.
Shit.
Yeah, Merv,
Yeah, Merv got a real
we're
bad
gonna put
one going
Merv
on.
in the back
Hey,
for a second.
Sean. Damn.
I'm gonna put you in the back for a little bit. So it'll just be me, Tina, and we're gonna gang up on Mark for a little bit. Just
Yeah,
messing with you.
I,
Just messing with you.
Then
I
we
Okay,
might
gonna
be
so
send
on
her.
let
your
me.
Then we
side
gonna
with this
send her
one.
back to the streets.
We're gonna send them back to the streets. So let's just go back a little bit to this particular one person that has kind of got us all talking about relationship gurus, internet experts, and all of that stuff in the beginning. Right. So
Mhm.
I don't know, TT. Somebody's on, Metro PCS Wi-Fi. I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
So Derek Jackson, who I hate that this guy is getting this much attention. I really hate.
Yeah.
It burns my soul. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So basically, he's one of those guys that you see in the car always giving relationship advice to women. They say that he panders to Black women specifically and usually gives them advice that will lead them to leave the person that they with or just do something that's going to damage the relationship, right? He hasn't really been giving that great of advice, or he just basically says what people like to hear, what women particularly, and then even breaking that down, Black women like to hear specifically. So what happened is he always appeared to be single. It wasn't until maybe like a year or so ago, maybe, that people started to realize he had somebody, and he never posted her or even had 2 children. It's now coming out that he was cheating. Yep. According to him, he's been cheating just recently, right? Not necessarily the whole scope of their 12-year relationship. 12 years that we never knew anything about her. They've been married for 4. But not only have he's been cheating, but during this time he's been separated. And because he's been separated, he's been dealing with these women. He posted a video a while ago saying that even when you're separated, you should not be out here dealing with all kinds of women. This is a video he put out for himself. Then it finds out that something must have happened, and all of a sudden, all of these women start popping up about advice being with him. Tasha K from YouTube was the one that broke the story and has actually interviewed these women. One of them in particular, Candace. And then also got information from another woman. I forgot her name. Starts with an L. And basically, it's all kinds of text messages, videos, screenshots of IG, DMs, all kinds of stuff. And his conversation with these women are extremely inappropriate. So now this perfect guy who was on the internet has been exposed for doing all the things that he was saying not to do. And men, don't do this to your women. Love your wife, blah, 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 blah. So it's not that. And he really does have strong arms, TT. You're right. He has those kind of Popeye arms, like, you know, whatever. He's all buff and stuff. We're going to get into appearances in a minute because that is another one of my problems with this whole situation. So just long story short, he's cheating. He gets exposed. And because he is the way that he is, such a narcissist, he gets back on the internet and says, I was separated. My wife was going to leave me. She was going to file for divorce. And I just had this effort spirit, and I decided to just be for the streets. Well, not only was he being clowned on the internet for all of this, then he decides to bring his wife on live. So let's just stop there for a second, because this wife that we never knew about just automatically popped up out of nowhere. So let's just start from the very beginning. We're going to break it down for a little bit. This perfect internet guy that was giving all of this advice was actually doing all the things that he was saying that should not be done in a relationship. I'm not sure how this dude became a relationship expert, but whatever. Some people are able to believe anything when they're down and out in regards to love. So
there's a reason why he became one.
Well, I mean, I can kind of guess what that is, but so since you responded, Mark.
The females gave him this fucking relationship guru expert shit.
Yeah, they so
let me tell you something. When you're a black guy or a guy in general, if you want to microwave your way to success or microwave yourself to fucking money, come out with a motherfucking book dogging niggas and telling women the so-called secret of knowing whether a nigga's playing games. The so-called secret of finding out if the nigga's a dog. The so-called secret to how not to indulge in playing games with a nigga. That's all he did. He played motherfuckers. He played females for the last 10 to 15 years. And you know what? He played my ass too. Because the motherfucker ain't no narcissist. This was a motherfucking money grab. That motherfucker had a fucking YouTube saying, he wanted a third person to fucking talk about him and his wife, YouTube, and he wanted to talk about it in third person. And then at the end of the motherfucking YouTube, he gonna say, well, if you're watching this right now, all this is in my book. And since you're watching this, you get 50% off. Just let me know. this is a motherfucking money grab. Y'all just made a motherfucking millionaire. When I say y'all, I'm talking to females, because females, anytime a nigga say something that y'all want to hear, y'all gonna goddamn go for it. Same thing with Steve Harvey. I know you wrote a book, Think Like a Man, so-called telling all the females what you should do. In 2001, I was dealing with a female that told me, we can't have sex for 90 days. Because in the book, Think Like a Man, he said we should give it the pussy for 90 days. That motherfucking female really wanted to keep her last clothes for 90 days because a motherfucking nigga she never fucking met before put in a book saying this is how you know if a nigga is about you or about games. Lock your pussy up for 90 days. And she actually told me that. Guess what? Obviously we didn't make it because I ain't with her ass. This was the goddamn 2001. So that same goddamn book got her ass not with me. And this fucking Derek Jackson has a lot of motherfucking relationships fucked up because females said, well, I'm trying to find my crown. So a lot of relationships ended because of what this guy was telling females what you should look for, what you should do, what you want. And if this guy ain't doing this, then as Mark was saying, he was basically telling females, throw that nigga back to the streets. Now, I'm telling you, for y'all females that actually listen to this nigga, including motherfucking Steve Harvey, he don't get no pass. He brought up all the old wounds of niggas so-called putting the nigga code out there for the females, the goddamn cheat sheet, the goddamn try to figure out if nigga playing games or not. Now, for y'all, this for the guys too.
Hold on 1 second, Merv. Hold on 1 second. Let's have Tina give her opinion and then Mark, and then we'll go back to that because I think I know where you're going.
Hold on. I had something. Hold on, Rick. I had something that I'll lead to. Hold on. Now, this is for everybody. Why did shit pop up? This shit should have came up.
I saw that.
You love prematurely ended a relationship due to advice from Derek Jackson and Steve Harvey. If so, you may be entitled to compensation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll say this again. Have you or someone you love prematurely ended a relationship due to the advice of Derek Jackson, who's been fucking around on his wife for the last 15 years? If so, you may be entitled to a compensation. Now, Tina, Mark, whoever, y'all go ahead and give your opinion, because I got lots more of where this motherfucker came from. But y'all go ahead and get some word. And I ain't gonna take up a goddamn show. But this motherfucker on some bullshit. But y'all go ahead. Oh, and by the way, I'm drinking my mango. I had to go buy me a whole goddamn new bottle for this shit today. You hear me? You feel me? Yeah. Go get on this motherfucker. But y'all go ahead. I ain't gonna take up all the goddamn time.
Go ahead, Tina. You got the mic.
So the question is, because here's the thing. He's the messed up person, right? He didn't really necessarily give out bad advice. He just didn't follow his own advice. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people's issue. You out here, basically, you're not practicing what you preach. So you out here telling, you dogging black men, and you a whole dog yourself. But the advice he gave out wasn't bad advice. But people are upset because they feel betrayed. And that's because they put him on a pedestal. Was you listening to the advice, or was you looking at the man? And a lot of women was honestly looking at the man, and they ain't gonna admit that shit. They left their relationship because they was having hopes to be with him. Believe it or not, they're not thinking about, it's 40,000 other women chasing this man. They think about themselves. Like, I love what they looking for a him. They just like I think one of the chicks was like, she broke up with her man, and then they was inboxing because he actually
I was gonna get to that.
Sessions and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Bitch, you left your man because you was looking for him. You knew y'all was in the same area. You was hoping to reach out to him. That's why you left. Like, did you really take what he said? So a lot of these women, they're not gonna admit that shit. What they're gonna sit there and say is, he's this, he did that, he a liar, this and the third. You saying he a liar like he your man. Did you take the words that he said? But is he messed up? Yeah. And personally, I think he was talking in a third party the entire time. I think every advice he gave was about him.
Yeah, because it lines
I
up.
thought it was about him. Yeah, it lines up. Everything that he's done so far, he spoke on. Like, nigga, you was talking about you the whole time. You know how you looking in the phone and you could see yourself. You looking at yourself, but you talking to the audience. You looking. That nigga was looking at himself like, why would you want a man? If a man to cheat, just throw him away. Get you a man. If a man don't respect you, nigga, you was talking to yourself while the audience was watching, and you just got exposed. That's all. Just own your shit. Own that shit. Don't get on here talking about, oh yeah, so with God in my heart, he turned my life around, and I feel like I wasn't on the correct spiritual journey in my logic, and then you're gonna pick up something like it's in the book. Like, what the hell? Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Mark. You got the floor.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, this guy it's crazy because I'm just kind of just seeing it how it was before, right? I'm just like, okay, so before he became, this self-help guru or whatever, right? Self-proclaimed, right? I'm just like, yo, like even when he met his wife, and I'm thinking back to then, I'm just like, I guarantee you, the wife probably wasn't doing, she's probably in school, just doing her thing, you know what I mean? Probably making straight A's, all that shit.
Yeah, they met in college.
So he was just like, I think the way he looked at it, like, oh man, this is a chick, you know what I'm saying? Maybe her self-esteem ain't as high. You know what I mean? I can manipulate the situation. Everybody knows like dudes like this. He just happened to write books and be on YouTube. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? And I think, she probably financed all this shit, you know what I'm saying, to get him where he was. Because I'm just like, yeah, when a man make power moves, right? Or, like a man like that make power moves, usually it's a woman, you know what I mean, financing that shit. You ain't fooling me, boy. So I'm just like, yo, so huh?
No, it was thousands of women financing his shit.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, but she was the first one. She the one, you know what I mean, probably, like, we gonna put this shit print, get it published, sweetheart, you could take that check from the job, we could do that, we could roll off this shit. I already know what he was saying, like, I'm writing in his mind when he was saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Here's my problem, not so much my problem, but it's more like, like, all right, so when the chicks, you know what I'm saying, was coming at him, and yeah, they wanted to get with him, right? But then he's like, all right, I'm gonna just offer her some instruction or whatever, right? And then boom, it just turns into more shit. It's like, all right, well, let me help myself too. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I know how that was going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's just to me.
So the backstory with the two of them, they met in college, and he was a football player in college, and they started dating then. And she's always been around. Yeah. It's just that when he started to do his videos, she played the back. Now, when she went live, she said that that's where she wanted to be. She never really wanted to be on camera and do all of that stuff at all, whatever. It wasn't until this situation that God told her to use this situation to be an example to other women about how God can help you in these traumatic relationship issues. But the issue, the main thing that bothers a lot of people, and I know that we clowned her about the way she looks. I even did a video about it. Y'all can check that out in the Guys Podcast page. But anyway, since y'all here, y'all go ahead and check out my video, right? That's exactly how he did it. Well, since y'all here looking at me doing all of this, go ahead and go get my book. It's half off. So according to him, he got saved about a year and some change ago and just never said anything to anybody, never mentioned it. Mm-hmm. And because he's trying to get his life right or whatever, all of this stuff is coming up because the devil's busy. And now he's going to use this situation to his advantage. And in the meantime, hey, why not market? Why not market from it, right? So I think that it's a little bit of pandering. It's just like what you said, Merv. He's been doing this from the jump, because if he's not the only one that's been doing this. You mentioned Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey also is a man who is a perpetual cheater, and then all of a sudden decided to get his life right, turned to God, and then decided to write a book and tell other men and women right? How they should be, well, women in particular, black women in particular, again, how to behave in their relationships and things they can do or not do to keep their man. This is from a perpetual cheater. And most of it was all, just like what Merv said, all the stuff women wanted to hear because they hate their man. And this is music to their ears. Right, Merv?
Right. And Steve Harvey is on his third fucking marriage. But
and let's not forget, Steve Harvey's current wife is a user. His wife got a past like crazy. She got kids by 2 cousins. Her homeboy went to jail. This is a whole nother podcast, but she plotted her way into Steve Harvey's house and wallet. But that's a whole nother story.
They plotted. They plotted on each other because Steve Harvey, either her first husband or a child's father, they were associates, and I think he was in the game, ended up going to prison.
Yes,
and snatching her up after, but he had eyes on her the whole fucking time. He just waited for the dude to get out the damn picture. So both of them plotted on each other because he actually was associated with the dude. But that's again third fucking marriage, but he's giving fucking marriage advices. He's giving relationship advice. This motherfucker, listen, he made a book and got a movie out that shit.
Yep.
2 movies.
Hey y'all.
Was it 2 movies?
And females really think they're trying to help y'all.
So then let's try this. Are these internet gurus worthy to be listened to?
Man, you know what? Yeah, I'm saying it's not even that, even if they worthy or not, it's like, like if you have a woman, you know what I'm saying, who has daddy issues, self-esteem issues, is in some way broken, and and they don't go to no men that they know, men in their family, any shit like that, right? They will go to people like this and buy the book and reach out and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But newsflash, ladies, listen, if it's a boy that you think is a solid individual, right? He's going to give you yummy solid with advice without the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You don't need Steve Harvey for that. You don't got to buy the book. You know what I mean? Or go see the movie or any of that shit. This boy right here, he a solid individual. I know him. You know what? You could just talk to him. He'll give you the real and then keep it pushing. He don't want nothing from you.
So then do we, when it comes to, Tina, let me ask you a question. When it comes to taking advice in regards to anything in particular, but let's just stay on topic, relationships. Do you take relationship advice from somebody who did wrong and know what not to do and tries to give you advice in that direction? Or do you take advice from someone who has never done it and is telling you ways to avoid having or wanting to do it? Which advice matters most?
First of all, see, when you say that, everybody, that's why nobody's ever going to get it. Everybody always going to be unhappy or find something wrong, because you do have those people that be like, what do I look like taking advice from somebody who ain't never been married? And then you got those who say, what do I look like taking advice from somebody who just went to school to get a degree to give me that advice? So it's like, okay, well, which one is it? You got to pick one.
Right.
You got to pick one. You're going to take advice from somebody. You're not going to rock out by your damn self. It's not going to happen. So which one is it? Are you going to take advice from a person who got a degree? Or are you going to take a person that actually been through the shit? Like, it's up to you.
What you got, Merv?
Hey, so for the females, no, they're not fucking worthy to listen to. You want to hear some real shit? You'll find a male cousin, or not a male homeboy. Find a male family member that you done seen in and out, done had plenty of females or whatnot that's been in the game, and you need to find a nigga that don't want no pussy from you, or don't have nothing to gain from you, whether it's pussy or monetary. Find a homeboy, find a cousin, male cousin that's been in the game. When I say game, I'm talking about far as like dealing with women. All right?
Right.
And ask him what the fucking real is. Ask him what the fucking real is, and he'll tell you what the fuck to look for. instead of put these motherfucking fake ass relationship gurus on the fucking pedestal and be like, I'm following what Steve Harvey Book said. I'm following what Derek Jackson said. He said, well, you calling me, you just bored or want some pussy. You don't miss me. What? And you paying for the device? You paying for this device? Call your home. Everybody, every female got a homeboy, got a male cousin that's either a player, a gigolo, or some kind of fucking shit like that you could call and he'll school you on it. Easy for motherfucking free. You ain't got to spend $59 on a hardback fucking book from Derek Jackson, Steve Harvey, or any of these motherfucking famous celebrities, gurus that's trying to tell you how to fucking survive or to succeed in a fucking relationship.
Okay, I can understand. I can understand that, because I do agree that sometimes it is good to have a friend of the opposite sex that you have no intent on being with at all.
No. Family member.
I disagree because I disagree.
Unless that family member believe in incest, it's safer to go with a family member. It's safer to go with a family member, because let me tell you something. All right, a homeboy most of the time is just somebody that ain't fuck you yet. So it could be ulterior motive, and you just don't fucking know it. So that's what I'm saying. It's best to go with.
I come from a different understanding. I come from a different. I guess that is true, Merv. There are a lot of guys like that, but I can honestly say I come from a different understanding. I have male friends that have never ever tried anything, and I know that they will give legit advice. I have friends from high school I've known for over 20 plus years, men that I know if I needed to get some real deal, a male perspective on something, that I'll be able to get it and not worry about any ulterior motive. So that's situational. Some women have had situations where every guy that they've been contacted with has tried to do something with them, but that's not all women. There are some women, I'm one of them, that have very close male friends that I may speak to every so often, that I know if I need a male perspective on something, that I can get it and not worry about any ulterior motive. And I've known these men for 20 plus years.
They married?
But one is married, yes. The other one isn't. But I've known them since I was like, I've known them since I was 14. So if I was to call either one of them, shout out to Nelson and Ian, if I was to call either one of them for any type of advice, I know that they would give me legit, unsolicited advice, especially my homeboy Nelson. Nelson don't care about your feelings at all. He'll tell you whatever. Ian would be like, Beg, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but Nelson would be like, nah, this how it is, Beg. So that's not always true. However, that is more true than not, that there usually is a female, especially if she's attractive or has a relationship, or she has some type of energy with her, that men will give advice to leave that woman to them. And I think Derek was a lot of that. And even one of the girls that mentioned, she slid in his DM. She honestly said that, just like Tina said, to talk to him about her ex-boyfriend and what to do in regards to that situation. And it wasn't 2.2 seconds later, they were physically meeting face to face. When they met face to face, I want to say she said it was the next day. That's when he became more aggressive to her in a sexual manner, and they slept together.
Of course,
she was in his house taking pictures of stuff in front
of you, Ashton Harris.
Say it again.
Yeah, all my male friends.
Yeah, Ashton. Yeah,
all my male friends have tried too, so
they are waiting their turn. So I guess I can't relate. So maybe I'm a unicorn in that aspect.
I'm gonna say like this, right? To me personally, I'm like, like some of the females that I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying? Circumstances made it that way, so that's why we cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, she used to date my brother, or you know what I'm saying? She used to smash with my homie or something. You know what I mean? But she cool, so we cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't cross that boundary because them niggas already crossed it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good there. Yeah. So sometimes circumstances make it that way where you cool.
Right, you know but you said they just because it makes it that way don't mean in the back of their mind they ain't thinking, damn, I wish I ain't never date this person because I could have talked to that person.
Well, I mean, shit, that happens all the time.
Yeah,
like,
but
it don't mean that you act on it either.
They showing you who they are. The advice they're giving them is the man that they would be to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say like this, like my female friends, they really my friends. Like, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, cause me, I'm just upfront. I'm like, yo, if I want to be about that action with a chick, I'm letting her know. I'm trying to be about that motherfucking action. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mincing words.
Hey,
I ain't doing that
let me
shit.
tell you something. I've done played both sides. I've done damn like yo direct. I done played possum for 3 years to get it.
Well, I mean, that is very true. I just know that I can only speak for myself, and I can't relate. So maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
But in regards to these internet gurus, right? Not only Derek Jackson, not only Steve Harvey, but we have some females that do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
That give these relationship advice, or give these little tidbits, these little drops of knowledge that people take and they run with it. And they just do, it's like people are looking for someone to get some type of advice from, or some type of take on their situation, when they don't really know all the details. And of course, you're not going to tell all your bad parts. You're going to just say, this person did me wrong, and what should I do? And they're going to say, oh, girl, leave him. Or maybe you should try and work it out. But if he don't want to be with you, then just go ahead and move on. When you really don't know the situation, which leads us to his wife, and how she just popped up out of nowhere, and now she wants to take over the whole internet sensation of his books. So she went live with him, and everybody spoke about the way that she looked. She just looked like she was at home. But to me, I also saw that she looks like what she's been through in her face. You could tell sis is stressed. You could tell she's tired. You could tell that she really don't want to be there, because she admitted, she's like, I didn't really want to do this. I didn't really want to go and confront everybody, because, that's his thing. But now that she's done it, she keeps doing it. And it's making her look even more foolish. And then they bring up the guy situation.
I don't see foolish at all. You know what I see?
Money
bags. Money bags, money bags. Hey, these motherfuckers is flipping this. All right. And you know another thing? You know how I said that this nigga has played women for the last 10 years? You know what? As of right now, the nigga has played us. Whether y'all know it or not, the nigga has played us. The nigga has played you, Tina, you, Mark, and you, Becca, and myself. If Sean come with this motherfucker, the nigga has played Sean. Anybody else that come with this motherfucker and talk about it, he played their ass too. You know why?
Because we talking about him.
What the fuck we doing? We
talking about him.
Nigga. And you know what else? We bringing more exposure to this nigga. Oh, and you know what else? More publicity for a motherfucker to go look him up and give him a chance to sell his motherfucking book. It's a money grab right now.
Yep.
You know what? Now in these days, as far as taking advice, sometimes you shouldn't take it. Unless it's coming from your parents, honestly. Because sometimes you know how you could get advice? By watching. You don't even gotta ask. You could just watch somebody that you cool with, that you close to as friends, and watch their life. You don't even gotta ask no questions. Cause I got some friends that make me not even want to have kids. Okay, so
listen,
and I want kids, but it's like you watch their life and you be like, oh hell nah. And you start rethinking shit. So sometimes you ain't even gotta ask no question. It's just a visual. Just like you watch if you got your parents, you watch, you look. You as a kid you grew up and you watch, you be like, oh, I want to be like my parents, or I don't want to be like them, or now I know what not to do with my child. My parents are great, but I won't do this with my kid. Like sometimes it's just a visual learning without asking any questions.
That's true. There's a saying, I forget how it goes, I'm paraphrasing it, that there's one person that learns from watching the mistakes of others, and there's one person that learns by actually doing a mistake. So there's a big difference. Sometimes I do believe, and it was a comment that was said earlier, I'm going to put it on the screen, by Ingrid, that I think you just have to have some type of discernment when it comes to who you take advice from. Remember, these people are highly weird. Like Merv say, talk to a cousin, somebody that has your best interest at heart. I think that that's really important, because I think that someone like a Derek Jackson, although I hate to say this because this is exactly probably what he wanted, but this is all part of the scheme, just like Merv said. Watching him and his behavior, how he talked about with, you know, all the things that shouldn't be done and he was actually doing it, you can actually learn from that. Like, let me just shut up about everything. Let me not give no advice at all. Let me not act like I know what I'm talking about, because further down the line, a mistake can happen, or not even a mistake. I could just do something that I just said previously not to do, right? And then now I end up looking stupid. So let me just be quiet and not say anything. So there is a way that you can learn from someone who has done a lot of wrong. And just like you said, Tina, let me not do that. Without having had done the same wrong, just watching, be like, let me not do that. Or you could just have those same mistakes and learn, let me stop doing this because I've done it so many times incorrectly and it didn't work out. This didn't work out, that didn't work out. So let me just learn, unfortunately, you know, by falling hard for it. So there is a way that you can learn, but just like Ingrid said, you have to be able to discern what from a person's existence you learn from and what you throw away that don't apply to you. Because sometimes you can't take everybody's advice.
Right.
And especially not a celebrity who is in a way different position financially, physically than you are. Even though he may not consider himself a celebrity, he's made a lot of money from just sitting in his car and pressing play on his phone. A lot of money. He's pandered a lot of money from people. And just like Merv said, it's looking more and more like this was always part of the plan, because it's real easy to give relationship advice to broken women on Instagram because they eat that shit up.
Hey. Right.
I mean, let me tell you, Jay-Z and Beyonce, I think they did the same shit too. So
just in a different way.
Yeah, after that whole cheating shit, then she come out with Lemonade or some shit, and you had to be subscribed to whatever to actually watch the shit. Like, come on now.
Title.
Yeah.
Title. Hey, you know what? I subscribe to that motherfucker too.
But we don't really, like, you know, Jay-Z ain't tear down no black man, this, that, and the third, or whatever. But at the same time, nigga, y'all did the same shit, and she's still with you, and everybody still praise him. So it's like, oh, we're not gonna praise this nigga because he a cheater. We're not gonna praise a nigga on the street because he a cheater, but we still gonna praise Jay-Z. It's a favoritism thing.
Hold on.
It's a popularity. It's definitely popularity.
Always is.
Ain't no buts about that, Merv.
I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying before I respond.
What part you don't understand?
So you're saying that the double standard for people to be upset with Derek and not upset with Jay-Z?
Yeah, basically.
Tina.
I said the only thing was Jay-Z wasn't out here giving he was out here giving relationship advice. But still, I'm talking about women though. Women don't give a fuck about that shit. They just looking at you a cheater. You a cheater. So why Jay-Z get a pass? Cause he Jay-Z? Cause it's Beyonce? So Beyonce said it's okay. So it's okay. But every other man that cheated is not okay. You know who else cheated? And I'm gonna go there. Dr. King cheated with a white woman. But because
we still believe in his stupid dream.
Because he's civil rights and he did all this for the black people in the march and he want everybody to come together. He cheated. Oh, it's okay. Well, he probably had a lot of stress. He was out traveling. He was fighting for the
Malcolm X cheated too.
I'm gonna say like this. The reason why them other guys get
wait. No, we're not doing this right now because now
exactly. That's the response you get when you hear them names. When you tell the truth about them names, that's the type of response. We're not going
was they making self-help books?
But what cheating is cheating.
No.
Was they making self-help books? You know what I mean?
This ain't barbershop. I'm not talking about that.
Dr. King was a whole pastor in the church. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey,
yeah, I went there.
I'm gonna get you, TT.
Hey, listen. We not gonna give goddamn Derek Jackson. not give Derrick Jackson a motherfucking pass. The major difference is, you know what I'm saying? The major difference is this nigga put himself in a category where females and himself put himself on a pedestal of a category of like this perfect guy that know exactly how to treat women. You need to follow his advice. Jay-Z ain't do that shit. Dr. King do that shit. Malcolm X ain't do that shit. That's a major fucking difference from.
So a pastor, a pastor get on the pulpit and start preaching. And you gotta preach everything. So marriage is definitely part of that motherfucking shit. And then they go cheat. That's different.
I don't know if he preached that shit. You know.
What pastor don't preach that shit?
You know, I ain't really
no pastor.
You know what I'm saying?
And we know pastors cheat. We know pastors cheat.
Yeah, everybody know pastors cheat. Yo, it's a lot of motherfuckers cheat. Females and males cheat. All right. So Dr. King wasn't bashing no niggas. Dr. King wasn't telling ladies, leave your motherfucking man if he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that.
But was Jackson's advice wrong though?
That is the issue right now.
But was his advice wrong? Was his advice wrong?
No. Practice what you preach. No, you can't tell me to do something. You're not gonna tell me do as I say and not as I do. Fuck that.
Why? Parents do that shit all the time. Right, Becca?
What?
Parents do that shit all the time to their kids.
Yeah, parents do that shit. Parents get a pass. You came out your mama pussy, and you came from your father's sperm. They get a fucking pass. They're the reason why you here. Okay, that's a pass. That's exception. Throw that shit out. We talking about motherfucking Derrick Jackson.
Okay, so then let's address this issue because this is coming up amongst the conversation between ourselves and also in the comments.
Okay.
The fact that people are really having an issue with Derrick Jackson is because he's a hypocrite. He was saying one thing and doing another. So let's see.
Right.
Let's see this option, right?
Becca. And hold on, hey Becca, before you go there, because it was you just brought something up, and I asked a female today to give me 5 bullet points about Derrick Jackson and what you feel about the situation. And you just said something exactly what this female said. All right, number one, Derrick Jackson is a hypocrite and again, this is from a female.
Okay.
Derrick Jackson is a hypocrite and a coward. 2, he's an influencer without integrity and no regard for women he disrespected, including his wife. 3, he clearly used his wife for a media stunt as he barely publicizes his wife or marriage on a social platform. 4, he's a prime example of how women accept black men and their toxic behaviors. 5, he's an opportunist. He could be doing this at any time for a publicity stunt to promote his book. This is in the words of a female. Female wrote all this.
Right. So, and I do believe all 5 of those points are true. So the first one, which is where I was heading, is do we have the ability, or should we, can we, do we separate the message from the messenger? I asked that question because Tina said something that can actually apply here. Yes, Derrick Jackson was definitely capping doing all those videos. But if you take his face out of it and just look at the message, if he gave a woman advice to leave a relationship that wasn't working for her, even if his ulterior motive was to get to her himself, let's take that part out for a second. If he gave her legitimate advice to leave this man that she was not happy with or not getting what she should get out of it, is that message itself incorrect, or is it incorrect and forget it because it's from him because he's a hypocrite? Is the message separate from the messenger?
Shoot, some people do that shit. Like some people do that all the time. Like, you know, I mean, we just went through the whole thing with R. Kelly, right? Oh, yo, man, I ain't never gonna listen to his music. You know what I'm saying? You know, because he did this. Or some people just like, man, I don't give a fuck what he did. Yeah, I mean, all his shit was banging to me, so I'm still rocking out with the music. I can separate that shit pretty easy, right? So I'm just like, it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, I'm just like, you know, I never listened to Derek Jackson or read any of his books or anything like that. His name came up because it all just came up and shit. I'm just saying, my thing is, how you gonna just throw balls under the bus though? And I mean, that shit just is lame to me. Like,
Because
yo,
he
I'm gonna
was
throw
talking
all
about
these motherfuckers
himself.
under the bus. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying? But
talking
then
about himself the whole
I mean,
time.
I get that, but I'm just saying, yo, don't throw everybody else under the bus. Like, yo, if that's what you do, that's what you do. You don't gotta throw everybody else under the bus. Shit, you don't gotta do that good. You don't gotta do that
Hey,
goofy shit.
so in response to Rebecca, this is my personal opinion. All right, you can separate them in situational to me. All right, with certain people, yes, you can separate the message from the messenger. With
Okay.
certain people, you cannot. Separate
Women's
the
like
message
dreams and
from the
fairy
message.
tales.
So somebody coming on. Oh shit, who this is? Somebody coming on. But Becca, in my opinion, it's situational. Certain people, yes, you can separate it, and certain people you can't.
Good comment.
You know
I
what
like
I'm
that.
saying? Just like for example, it's just like how we have different expectations, or we have different kind of feelings when cops do shit and they try to defend themselves, saying there was fear for their life or whatnot. No, cop. If you a cop, you're supposed to be trained for this shit. Like, you're not supposed to be trigger happy. You're supposed to be more poised. So for you to send a message of fear for your life, or I wasn't sure if you had a gun or something like that, to me it comes off different to a regular person or a civilian that's not trained.
Right.
Shoot somebody quick, and their defense is, I was fearful for my life. I know if he had a gun. So that's why I said, to me personally, I think you can separate the message depending on the situation and who that person is coming from. And with this situation right here, well, I don't know if he's a self-proclaimed or female-proclaimed, he's a relationship guru that has affected thousands of relationships where people have listened to him and have taken his advice like the gospel, like that's law. So you can't, to me, from even with him going through a situation, if he was saying stuff that might have been correct, but he's not following, but his profession, his so-called profession, or however it was given to him, is to give advice for this.
Right.
In that situation, no, you can't separate the message, even though his message was correct, but coming from him is null and void to me. Now, if this coming from somebody that I know that is not a self-proclaimed guru, but they've been divorced, they went through their struggles, and a lot of times we learn shit from our struggles or from our experiences. So if I know somebody personally that's been through a divorce and they tell me, yo, I fucked up this way by not doing this in regards to my wife, and in return, her reaction caused this, my action caused this. So, nigga, if you want if you get married, you want it to succeed, do different from me, because this is where I fucked up at.
Is that not what Steve Harvey is doing, or is what's different?
I can tell you that.
I still feel Steve was ulterior motive, and it was it was a money grab too. It was a money grab to me.
Derek is not doing that shit.
To me, it's still a money grab.
Derek is not doing that shit. He's not humble. He owned it, yes, but there was no humbleness behind it. Had he expressed it while he was going through the hurt and the pain, had he expressed it while he was going through the struggle, had that even came out while he was going through that, people would have accepted him and been more forgiving. The way he's doing it now, it doesn't look like it's like you only confessing because you got caught. So nobody really saw the pain or experienced the pain and the struggle that you probably was going through when she actually did leave, when she actually did file for divorce. Everybody's seeing that it's coming out now, and the fact that you keep promoting your book while you're doing it look bad, and that's the issue, because people could forgive somebody who fuck up, but the way he going about it, no. It looked like it's just about money.
I'm gonna tell you though, to me, I think the crazy part, and I talked to some of my friends that are married, right? And they were just like, yo, like, you don't know if I'm about to go live and I'm going live with my wife, I ain't gonna let my wife just, look like any old thing, and I'm going live with her. Like that's what they said. Like these
Maybe
cats,
that's what she looked like though.
it's like,
That's
before I hit this go live, like, sweetheart, you want to throw something else on, throw a little wig on or something. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Like, I'm just like, man, because that's your wife. You know what I mean? Like, you supposed to be proud of your wife, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, she's a representation of me. Like, I don't know. You just let her go on.
but
Not
maybe that's
like
how she normally looks. Maybe
I'm,
she's not the type of chick to dress up
I,
all the
hey,
She's
time.
not, Tina. She's not.
I understand that, but I'm just saying. For him to just be, talking like, he was, and just like, yo, man, buy the book, yo, I messed up, blah, 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 blah. And then she kind of just sitting there looking like a lost puppy. Like, I don't know. He just had his wife looking crazy to me. And then I'm talking to other folks that are married, and they said the same thing. So I'm just like, oh, okay. At least, I know I'm not alone in this. You know what I'm saying? In
No,
the way
everybody's going off the looks. He look all nice and spiffy. He all cut up, and she looked like a little nerd. But guess what? That's probably how she really look all the time.
It is,
Tina.
Tina.
A couple of photos of her dolled up, but that's not her being dolled up. So she came as her natural self, and motherfuckers don't like it. It is what it is, though. He chose her. He chose her on some nerdy shit. He chose her on some not dressed up shit. We just seeing it. Maybe that's her, 90% of the time, and she only dress up for certain things. It is what it is.
Hey, Tina. Hey, Tina, you know what? And I agree with you. That's probably her, and that's why that nigga don't have her on camera.
Well, if you look at her Instagram page, right? Her Instagram page is very telling of what her posts look like versus what it looked like while the cheating was happening versus what it looks like now. It's very telling. And Tina is right. You could tell she's a homebody, like a homely person. She doesn't dress up. And even when she does dress up, it looks like not a real dress up, right? She's not going to come beat face. She's not going to come with the wig. She's not going to come with even some lip gloss. If you look at all her pictures, she's usually in a hat and a bonnet. The picture or the video is very blurry. She's standing in front of all of his big banners at his speaking engagements, and that's about it. And a whole bunch of scriptures. She's put up pictures on her own page looking very regular. I'm not going to say basic, but just regular. Hair's not done, face not done, no lip gloss, no nothing. A lot of her pictures, almost all of them, look like that. That's how she normally is. So she's not the type to come on and do all of that, right, that you could tell that's not her in real life. So her coming on video, coming on video as her true self is fine. But even though we joked about it, her being on camera as a regular person is fine. I think if she came beat to the guys, it would have looked crazy anyway. Because we would have been like, all right. Because people investigate and they go through Instagram pages and they would have been like, this is not how you really look. Come on camera how you really look. So she would have lost either way.
I'm gonna say like that. I got you on that. But my thing is that not only was the look, it's just like, yo, she just, she wasn't. Obviously in a situation you're not gonna be happy about it or nothing like that. But it's just like, man, she just looked defeated. She looked, sad. Like, I'm just saying, like, yo, that shit.
How she's supposed to look? She was defeated. She was sad.
But I'm just saying, yo, like, I'm up here promoting my book. Yeah, I did this, promote my book. Yeah, here the wife here, whatever. Right? Like, yo, I'm just proud of myself, and I'm still feeling like I'm a 10. I'm the shit. My wife, she's feeling real bad, and she's probably feeling worse because she's on this video, but I don't give a shit. That looks crazy to me. I'm sorry.
Well, she made her own videos and she looked worse. So
she did. I did a spoof of one of them. She did. And that's how she looked. And she's doing that on purpose. If you watch her videos, and the spoof that I made a video of is her saying, I do not come on here to look dressed up. I do not come on here to give you our fashion show. You see a bonnet, I see a helmet of protection. Like she says, y'all can talk about the way I look all y'all want. I'm not coming on this camera looking any kind of way but like this. Plain, simple, hair not done, no type of moisturizer, no type of lip gloss. with a fuzzy video, bad lighting. Y'all gonna get all of that. That's basically what she's saying. And while I
Man,
feel
let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Man, okay, yeah, I saw that shit, and then she was talking about how she brought religion in, and she brought God in. Man, look here. I ain't falling for the okie doke. That's a motherfucking deflection. It's a motherfucking deflection.
I don't think it's a deflection.
Shit, come on, YouTube. You don't think I think it's a deflection directed by Derek.
She was the one that was in the church first. She
No woman
introduced
don't
him to
want to
that
feel
shit.
good about herself.
She
I mean,
introduced him to that shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said instructed by Derek. By Derek. I think like right now, I feel like Derek is playing puppet master, and he's using her.
Absolutely.
And
I feel like she did that shit because
I'm not talking.
I feel like she did that shit because she felt like she was being attacked, which she was, because the internet has been attacking her more now than they've been attacking Derek. And they've been attacking her looks. And on top of the looks, they're attacking the fact that she forgave him. Knowing damn well, majority of the motherfuckers that was in the comments have been cheated on and forgave, or they cheated and wanted to be forgiven. That's the bullshit I don't like. Okay? Majority of motherfuckers been cheated on. Okay? And y'all done took them niggas back. So stop it. So because now she was dressed up and took the nigga back, it would probably be a little bit lighter. But because she looking average or not dolled up, and she holding down her man and she forgave her man. Oh, they coming for her hard, and now her spirituality is taking offense. Now, is it a lot? For most people, it is, because the world don't take spirituality on that serious at all. Let's get real. The world cannot take spirituality or God or Jesus at all. It's only a few that's going to receive. It's only a few that's going to receive her message. It's only a handful of people that's going to receive her message. Everybody else going to be like, oh, don't throw God in it. Oh, now you this. Oh, now you preaching. But that's her protection. That's what she know. And that was before him.
But all right. So to me, I'm not looking at the God thing in regards to her. All right. So because let me tell you why I feel like the strength of her using God had decreased, because now all of a sudden Derek is on the same spiritual and this God thing. And let's be honest, when people fuck up, one of the first things they claim is a religion is religion. You know what I'm saying? Now Derek is talking about God haven't aligned me up with my right alignments yet. What, nigga? What? No. You're not. So what's going on right now with her is probably guilty by association. A lot of shit that's coming to her is because of the Derek fucking shenanigans.
Right.
And she's just in a fucking crossfire. You know what I'm saying? Friendly fire is what's going on with her right now because of fucking Derek. And the reason why the religion that she's has been talking about is being like minimized, because Derek is trying to use religion too, and for his transgressions. No, nigga, you fucked up, and you a fucking hypocrite, and you been fucking lying. Just say that shit. Don't say God's still working on me. No, nigga, this is the first time we really hearing you talk like that. After you've been fucking exposed.
Do I believe him when it comes to spirituality? No. Do I believe her? Yes. Do I believe Steve Harvey? Yes. Because you can turn your life around. Him, I don't believe that shit at all. Because like you said, he has never been talking about that shit. Like now you're talking about it in this time. Like you should have, like when you get baptized, my nigga, people will be like, I got saved today. It's a party. People invite people to their baptism. Come see me get baptized.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do I believe him? No. Do I believe her? Yes. Do I believe that Steve Harvey found spirituality? Yes. And he always talks.
But you know what?
One day,
you know what? Just in a comparison, right? Just a comparison. Like we're talking about the two different men that we see online, the Derek and the Steve Harvey, right? If you look at Steve Harvey's wife, right? A lot of people say just what Tina's been talking about. Steve Harvey may or may not be currently cheating or whatever the case may be, but at least his wife is not going to look like what she's been through. They have a photographer that follows them around 24/7. She's always dripped nice, fashions and everything, right? Whether it's his money or whatever. That's not even the point. The point is she always looks good, right? She always looks good. Versus someone that had someone like a Derek Jackson's wife who looks completely the opposite and is still in a situation where she's with a man who's a public figure, who's famous, who's well known, that has openly said they've cheated and trying to get their life right and use the God uses God as a way to get better in the situation. I don't feel like the fact that she's using religion is an issue. I don't think that it's an issue. A lot of the times and things like this, especially in her situation where she's been thrust into millions of people's faces for a situation she did not ask to be in. Although after the fact, she's now like, well, since I'm on here, let me just go ahead and say my piece and use this to my advantage now. And let me just be an example, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I just think in the context of what's happening, a lot of people can look at that and say that it's very shady and it's calculated. Like, why now? Like, why now? It could be, just like Tesfa said, it could be an issue because now it's looking like you use the scriptures to justify looking stupid or looking silly. I'm not giving my personal, I'm just saying what everybody will think, right? Mm-hmm. Then you have others will say, well, she's going to use God to get through it, to save face. She may or may not be in the church like that heavy. She may be appearing to be heavier than she actually is, but she may be using it as a cop-out. She may be manipulating the situation and saying, instead of me just looking like a dummy, I'm going to say, God is going to get me through this. I'm going to use God to say, I'll get over it. God is going to help me fight all of these demons of my cheating husband, right? And I think that a lot of the times people, that's an easy go-to. That's an easy go-to to say, well, you know what? God's going to get me through it. Just like how they'll do something that's completely off and be like, well, God knows my heart. They go hand in hand. Like, so her using the church makes a lot of sense because it's easy for her to use that as a cushion to say, I'm not stupid, you guys. I'm just holy.
I mean, she, like I said, she already been living that life, so I don't look at it like that. Now, for him, yes, I feel like he's using it. For her, no. And when you attack, you go into a spiritual battle. Just like you got celebrities that's in the gospel field. They do the same thing. That's what they live though. So it's not an excuse. If that's what she lived, then that's what she lived. So when somebody coming at you hard, like if you a fighter in these streets or whatever, when somebody come at you left, you gonna go even harder. So now if you in the spiritual world and that's how you been, and the people is attacking you, you gonna go even harder in the spiritual world. That's just what it is.
Right. So Slim Woods posted a question, and let's see what her question is. If she wanted to get out of the relationship, is a man supposed to accept her looking this way or being this unstable? If she said I'm out,
that's on the man.
That depends on the man. That depends on the man.
Yeah, that depends
right,
on the
because
man.
outside of the situation, she does look like she's hurt. She's broken. She doesn't appear, and of course appearances can be, perception is situational, right? I can look at her and be like, oh my God, she's so strong. She's so strong. She's good. God's gonna get her through it. And then everybody else is like, no, she's looking stupid, sis. She's not strong. She's stupid, right? She's not taking any type of. I don't see her standing up for herself like she should, right? That's what a lot of people are saying. It's not just the fact that she ain't have a beat face and a wig and lip gloss. It's that she looks like what she's going through. And I personally don't think she should have did the live at all. If you were in the background and dealing with it, I think she should have stayed there. Not so that we can just dismiss her existence, but for spiritual and emotional reason. Now she's getting attacked like crazy just off of her belief. And there's nothing wrong with her belief, but she has to deal with the belief, the humiliation, the comments, the jokes, everything else. That's a lot.
I mean, but
don't
she's
think-
the one
listen,
make she's it's not like she made one video, she made multiple videos. So clearly
Right.
she don't care. And she fighting her battle the way she see fit. All we could do is speak on opinions. We say she looked like this, or she may look like this, or her body language look like that. But we not her. So we really
okay,
don't
but hold
know.
up. Okay, hold up. We get. Let me tell you. Remember I said earlier that this is a whole
And
deflection.
she's actually
'Cause y'all
pretty.
know
She's
we
a
talking
pretty
about
chick.
right now.
Through all that bonnet shit,
Y'all know-
she's a pretty
y'all know-
looking female.
Yeah, cool. But this is deflection. You know, this is why I said it's deflection. Because y'all know what we're talking about right now? We're talking about her and her religion and her hurt. You know why the fuck
Because
she's
today
hurt?
was about
You
her.
know why the fuck you gotta talk about religion? Because this is Derek Jackson's fault. We done got off Derek Jackson. So we're gonna talk about her. I need y'all, every time y'all talk about her, relate this motherfucking shit to Derek Jackson. Because if it wasn't for Derek Jackson, she wouldn't be on this live going through this, having to defend her religion.
You
having
know
to
why?
defend how
You
she
know
looks,
why?
having-
You know why I don't have that much to say about Derek? Because it is what it is. You can't argue what it is. We all agree on what happened to Derek. There's nothing further, honestly, to really discuss. We'll just keep on repeating the same shit. The nigga is a cheater. The nigga's a liar. The nigga used that shit, and now he trying to sell books. You see how black and white that shit is? He is straight black and white. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's just it. Like, okay, people talk about power. People talk about Tasha and Ghost, this and the third. Why y'all still talking about Ghost, this, what about this and the third? Because we know what Ghost did. Black
Right.
and white. We accepted what Ghost did. Black and white. That's what he is. We know he a liar. We know he a cheater. We know. That's it. Today,
There's really not much to
internet-
say in regards to him.
Right. It was straight black and white. This is what it is. With her, the internet
Yeah.
been going off. The internet been going off for a day and a half on her now. So that's what the world is actually doing. So you actually are right, Merv. Even though I said it's black and white for us, we see what it is. The internet is going on her now because they're still looking at how handsome this man looks. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They're not still looking at how handsome this man looks and why your wife looked like that.
Yeah.
It's all a show on both ends, from the fans
That's why
and from
exactly.
them.
So this is why, and this is why I'm saying when we talk about her, you need to still throw him in this because, like I said, yo, that nigga's playing chess right now. That nigga's playing chess, and I don't believe that all of these videos that she's putting out is all off the strength of her idea, of her thinking this is the best route to go. I feel and I think that Derek is telling her this is what you need to do. Go on live.
Because he's been doing it himself for years.
Absolutely.
Do that, all right, because all publicity is good publicity. It's like everybody has seen Straight Outta Compton. What did Eazy-E told them niggas when the feds was coming in, the FBI was looking at them, and then they was like buying the albums just to trash it in front of the tour bus. That nigga said all publicity is good publicity. And shit. He said, I don't give a fuck they don't like that shit. I don't give a fuck they trash that shit in front of our tour bus. Shit, they bought it. You know what happened when they bought it? When they buy that shit just to trash it in front of us, we make money. So this nigga Derek is taking the Eazy-E approach, and he done talked to his wife the same way Eazy-E done talked to the rest of NWA. And when he told NWA, yo, all publicity is good publicity, and we're making money off this shit, Derek has done that shit to his wife and has his wife up here doing all of this shit. This is not her trying to defend her religion.
So Mark,
all shit is Derek.
The
So,
reason
Mark, what
the
do you-
reason
what do
I
you
would
think?
believe the reason I would believe that is because he has not defended his wife. Because any nigga talk about anybody out here talking about my nigga, and I gotta get on damn social media, oh, I'ma come for y'all. Like, don't talk about how my peoples look and all that other shit. I will definitely come for y'all. He ain't do that. He hasn't done
he
that.
did
not one
post.
time.
He did post. Attack me, not her. That's all he put. Attack me.
That's not a defense for me. I need
Right.
you to fight for me. You just making a little punk ass post talking about attack me. No, I need to make a post saying don't come for her. She ain't the one that did this. Y'all sitting here talking about my wife. Don't do that. That's what I need to hear. Not no come for
So-
me, come for her.
Yeah, but
Right.
yeah,
So,
but
Mark, what do you think?
you
What do you
won't
think about
do
the
that.
publicity thing?
I mean, from her end, I say maybe, but it's a little bit of a stretch, right? And the reason why I say that is I'm just like I said it before. He got her looking crazy, right? I ain't talking about just her appearance. I'm talking about body language. You know what I mean? I'm talking about all that shit. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That is your wife. You know what I'm saying? That is your wife, man. You're supposed to prop your wife up. Even if you do wrong, you know what I mean? You're still supposed to prop your wife up like, yo, this is my wife. I love her. She the shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hearing none of that shit. It was just, yo, buy my book, yo, it's all in the book, yo. I know we cheat, man. This is what we do out here, yo. But buy my book. He like, yo, even in the comments when he was going on live, he was typing in the comments, yo, my book right here. You know what I mean? We talk about this cheating shit. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, yo, my wife looks sad. She looks defeated. Yo, I'm not gonna let her look like this in front of all these people. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? That ain't love, man. When you just like, yo, I don't really care if she looking crazy or not. It's about me, and I'm the man, and that's it. You
But
know?
Mark,
I know
if he
motherfuckers
really-
like that. Trust
if
me.
he really cared, we could rewind all of that back to not even cheating at all. If he cared about how his wife looked, because he sits in his car and does videos all the day long. Do you think? And he got these chicks from sliding in their DMs and them
Yeah.
sliding in his DMs. Did he really think that at some point this would have never come out to light? Like, come on. At some point, if he was really caring about how his wife looked to the public, he wouldn't have been doing none of this to begin with. So it's not that you got caught now that you got to care a little bit. It's not that you got caught now that you should say, attack me, don't attack her. Because come on, son, you got to be stupidity to think that you're going to do all of this video stuff, have all of these thousands of followers and make all of this money from your videos and from your book. Your wife comes on live and think that we're not going to dish the dirt out to the both of y'all. And then after we done gave your wife a day and a half of straight roasting her, then you say, attack me, not her. And what we supposed to do? You're right. Let's get back to your trash ass and how you've been cheating on her for 12 years straight and just got caught this year. Like, come on. Let's be for real.
Man, shoot, that shit's sad though. Seriously, you know what I mean? That shit's sad though. I mean, that's how I see it. You know what I mean? But I know he don't give a shit at all about nothing but himself. Like you could just tell. But that's I mean, I feel for her for what she has to go through though. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I feel for her for what she has to go through.
I
You know
do
what I'm
too. That's why I said I don't think she should have did that live. I don't think she did it. It made it worse. And now there's more things that she has to get over. Not only the fact that he cheated, whether it was privately or not. Now it's public. So she has to get over the fact that he's cheated with multiple women. There's the evidence of the videos of him asking a woman what color her panties are. That's embarrassing as fuck. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't care how much scripture and holiness you got in you. That is embarrassing. Then she has to get over how everybody joked on how she looks. Then she has to get over the fact that now she keeps coming on live looking like that. And I think that is on purpose. But anyway, she's doing it and continually putting herself in a position to get scrutinized. Why?
Because she don't care about what anybody else got to think about how she looked. That's the only answer. She don't care. And that's okay.
No, that's not the only answer, Tina.
Bruh, she don't care.
You got a valid point. But that's not the only answer. But you got a valid point. But that's not the only answer.
That's because you think, along with many other people, that Derek put her up to it, and that's it. I mean, I'm entitled to my opinion. You entitled to yours. I feel like she don't give a damn. Y'all feel like she being put up to it. That's what it is. So we can agree to disagree.
No. I'm not saying. Hold up. I wasn't saying you was wrong. You saying that's the only answer. I was saying that's not the only answer. It's more. It could be other possible reasons as well. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying you was wrong. I was saying, but that's not the only answer, because there's several possibilities on why she's still going on. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that you was wrong. I was saying her not caring is not the only answer or the only possibility. That's all I was saying.
I just feel like, and I understand where Tina is coming from. Like, I do think that's how she is. For real. I do think that's how she is for real. I do think that if you look at her page prior to all of this coming out, she looks like that type of woman. She comes across as that type of woman to be like, you know, I'm just gonna be my Bible in my corner and mind my business. That's it. Like, I didn't want any of this. And now that she's being thrust into the light, she's gonna come into the light the way that she is. I do kind of feel like her and Derek might have had some conversations as to what do we do now. Right? What do we do now? Which is the reason why he came with his video and then did a video about himself in third person, which is crazy. And he's saying, here's why I feel like the situation is calculated to a small degree. He came on his video and did a video about himself where he does all his other ones, spoke about himself in third person and said all the things that he expected people to say. He said all the things that women have been saying. And I know you're going to say about this. And I know you're going to say that. So he's been in the comments, reading the comments, and then went into the video exactly of what's being said in the comments to make it all match. That's the only part for me that makes it look like it's calculated. Like,
you
okay,
know why,
and scene.
You want to know
Action.
why? Because there was a motive. And guess what? Mission accomplished. He has accomplished his mission.
He did.
He probably got more people. People was like, who? So it was people that didn't even know who he was. Now they done tuned in. You understand? Just like with R. Kelly, his album sales went up.
Mm-hmm.
It went up. People was like, who is R. Kelly? And purchased his albums. Negativity brings success. Okay? We could sit here and talk about Black Lives Matter and not get nobody to tune in. But let's talk about ratchet shit. Everybody tuning in that motherfucker. You understand me? This shit right here is ratchet. Everybody tuning in the fuck in. Let's keep
like
it
Tesfa said, it's entertainment.
In, right? But when we talk about some real shit, nobody be here. Yeah, I said it. So mission accomplished. He done got more followers. He got people following her now. He's a talk for how many days now?
Yeah.
Like, who is this dude? Who is this?
Yeah.
Everybody only known him on social media. This nigga probably gonna be on TV next. Oprah probably gonna hit him up. You know what I'm saying? So mission accomplished.
I feel like, you know,
People gonna buy the book just to see if he did talk about him cheating in a damn book. People gonna do it.
Well, right now he the wave. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, waves come and waves go. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? For him, you know what I'm saying? Business-wise, you know what I mean? For him, like, yo, I got to see if I can stay around. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to do more goofy shit, you know what I mean, to stay around. I like, to me, you know what I'm saying? He's just the self-help guru author, the 6ix9ine version of the you know what I mean, rainbow head rapper. That's all he is. You know what I mean, to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's it.
Exactly. Has 6ix9ine lost? No. For some reason, he's done gained more popularity and he a whole snitch. Yeah. So street code what? That shit went out the door, right?
Right.
I was like, man, you know, I mean, we'll see how long it lasts. You know what I'm saying? You know.
What you gotta say, Sean? You sitting there with the thinking position. What you gotta say, Sean?
I mean, I just think he's the definition of a dirty Mac. What Mark and I always talk about. We call these guys the dirty Macs.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they go out there and they talk about these things that men do, and they're talking about themselves. Everything is. I went back and did some research on this guy. I knew nothing about him until the story started coming out. I messaged my Wiz, I'm like, yo, who is this guy? And she messaged me back with a clown emoji saying he's a clown. And that was before all of this really hit the fan. She was saying he was a clown. And I went back and watched some old videos of him on YouTube. And he was just talking crazy, like, you know, men, this is what men do. He don't want you if he's doing this and doing that. The whole time, I'm looking at it like this guy's talking about himself. He's really, everything he was saying, he's talking to himself, but he's selling it to the public because someone needs to hear that, because someone needs validation. And I say that because men and women need validation in certain situations where they're not leaning on a circle of friends or family members that they can trust or they feel they can go to. So they lean on these YouTube fame stars or Steve Harveys of the world and some of these pastors who are out here messing with, you know, the cook, the church cook, you know what I mean? So they try to get validation from these guys in the wrong places. And everything y'all saying is spot on. Everything y'all saying is spot on. I think the wife is the one who's the victim here more than anything else. I think she's suffering right now, and she doesn't know how to process it because he's using this to exploit the situation itself. He's trying to sell this book, and she's in the middle of this. Keep in mind, she's still a wife, regardless of what. If this is not an open marriage, and I don't think it really is, because she looks like, I mean, again, I don't know the people. I don't know a lot about the situation itself, but she looks like caught in the middle, and she's caught off guard. Even in the video, she looks like she's confused at what's going on. She can't process this. She hasn't had time to soak in everything that's happening with social media, people thrashing her on social media, you know, people talking crazy about her. She hasn't processed any of this. The only thing she can process right now is that her husband is a dirtbag. He's a dirty Mac, and he's not doing what he's preaching. You know what I mean? And now she's in the middle of that. It's a bad situation to be in if you look at it from her perspective.
Man, let me tell you, this
Yo, TC is bugging in the comments.
Man,
Somebody get you out of here.
This is the dirty of the dirty Macs.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, you know, I mean, for all the way to the floor dirt. Because it's just like, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use the self-help shit, you know what I mean, for that I'll be saying, right? Game, you know what I mean, for real, these people want to buy my book. But more importantly, if a chick, you know what I mean, if I slide in a DM, I'm a game, you know what I mean, out the draws, right? But I'm using this self-help shit to do it, right? So I'm just like, man, you know what makes him the dirty of the dirty, you know what I'm saying, is like, yo, he has this emotional type of thing going on with him, right? Where he want to find out all about her so he can use all that shit to break that chick down. You know what I'm saying? That's real dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he's it's like a man in the church using his position, you know what I mean, for the fuck with the congregation. You know what I mean? He's doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I just like, man, you know, so I know me and Sean talk, you know, joke about it, you know, in Merv too, you know what I mean? Yo, y'all some dirty Macs. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you, I don't even want to know your name. I just want to wham and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's not dirty. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just like, yo, but what this bull is manipulation and really to break down her barriers, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the core, you know what I mean, so she could follow him unquestioned. That's dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
I don't know if you watch Housewives of Potomac.
No, I watch Atlanta.
Okay, so whoever does watch Potomac, you have Giselle. Giselle was married to Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Oh, I do know their story though.
Right. So she was married to him. They've been divorced for 11 years. They both decided that they would get back together, right? Now out the woodworks, we already know his past, but somebody else decided to bring up some more shit because she scorned. You understand? Not to say what he did was right. He was a cheater. That's that's the reason they got divorced and all that other stuff. But they decided to work it out. 11 years later, now some shit coming in there talking about, oh, he did this. He said y'all not together. All this other stuff. He is the pastor of a mass church. Okay. And he's an amazing pastor. His preaching is amazing. But she tried to tear him down, and you got people in the church that's like, nah. And then you got people in the church that got blamed for not tearing him down too. Like this is people not just gonna get up and leave church because of one person. A pastor could get removed. That don't mean they're gonna leave the church. You know what I'm saying? But she was going through the same thing as well. Towards the end of 2020 when the show aired and he appeared on the show.
Yeah.
Do I think he should have appeared on the show? No. Because all that did was ruffle feathers and bring up old stuff. So I get what people are saying when they say that, you know, she should have stayed silent. You know what I'm saying? Her coming out in the video and stuff probably made things worse for her, which it probably did.
Yep.
Well, it did, clearly, from the comments on the internet. But I mean, at the end of the day, she's speaking she's speaking what she's speaking. Now the question is, can she handle all the backlash that's coming with it?
No, she can't, because you can tell that she gets annoyed and feathers do ruffle whenever they mention, what about your husband? he was cheating and he still is. And he's been cheating with members of the church. So you know some of these women that he's been cheating with. So you can tell, even in the reunion, you could tell that whenever Monique mentioned it, it bothered her. So much to the point where they didn't even really want them to be, they sat so far apart. And then when Monique Samuel's husband defended her, she was like, get him out of here, he's an animal. Like, she was all fake threatened and stuff. And you could tell that every time her husband, Pastor Brian, gets mentioned, she gets real bothered because she don't have a way to defend herself. She don't have no story. Say it again, Murph.
Who y'all talking about?
Pastor Brian, wife Giselle. He's another one that is a real prominent figure. I want to say his church is in Maryland, right? Atlanta, okay.
In Atlanta, that mass church in Atlanta.
And he's a perpetual cheater. So him and Giselle were married a long time ago, and they got divorced 11 years ago because of his constant cheating. So now, 11 years later, they're trying to get back together. And even though they're trying to get back together, people still keep mentioning his cheating habits because it's still happening.
Is the wife named Monique?
No, Monique is a girl that was on the show with her that was blasting Giselle. Like, you can say whatever you want about me, but your husband ain't shit. You can say whatever you want about me, but your husband keeps cheating. Well, look at your husband. Well, look at your husband. Because Monique felt that a lot of them were jealous because she don't have issues with her husband. Monique is in a happy marriage. And because Giselle is bitter about her marriage, they always came for Monique. So Monique just sat there and was like, nah, y'all not going to do this. So every chance Monique got, she digged into Giselle about her husband. So that's the same thing that's happening with Dania. I think Dania Jackson. Every time she speaks, they keep digging and digging and digging into her husband.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
At the comments, right?
I'm laughing at Tesfa Lee said Atlanta is a rough place to stay faithful if you live there. You know what? Let me tell you something. Tesfa, Mr. Lee, or whoever Lee is. When I graduated from college, I used to go visit Atlanta all the time. Hey, I was like, yo, there's no fucking way I can have a successful relationship in Atlanta. So nigga, I feel you. Hey.
So TT shot out.
Listen,
Take TT off the line.
You know what? Wait a minute, I follow up on that. I'm like, man, chicks was jumping out of U-Hauls during the All-Star game in Atlanta. So yeah, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I was just going to get gas, and then all of a sudden I'm in shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? It's tough in Atlanta. I believe it.
Hey, Mark, it's like dropping dynamite in a pond of fish.
You know what I'm saying?
you just goddamn.
Hey man, it's a fun place to visit. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It's a fun place to visit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Atlanta.
They do.
You know what I mean?
They call Pastor Jamal Bryant
Pastor Holy Whore.
Yeah, but it's kind of like with Pastor Gray, Pastor John Gray. You know, he literally lived like about 2 miles from where I live. And he has a church here in Greenville, Redemption Church. And I swear, it's like almost every other month he's making an announcement. He's apologizing. And we were talking about going to the church and everything. My wife was like, yo, every time he turn around, he's apologizing and buying his wife a new car. And she's driving around Greenville in like a new Benz or whatever's hot right now. And John, great pastor, great teacher, great speaker, all the above, right?
Is he a great pastor or is he a great preacher?
I'm sorry, he's a great preacher. He knows the word. He speaks it very well. Yes, thank you.
Or does he be a great preacher
and a bad pastor? So when I say great preacher, I'm talking about somebody that you go to listen to, and this sermon is awesome.
No, we know about that.
Right. You listen to hearing that sermon feeling good. You heard the word, like everything it said felt like you, and you felt the intensity from his preaching. But when that nigga leaves the pulpit, that nigga ain't shit.
Right. And Murph, the crazy thing about it is everyone around here, he hasn't lost no members. They're still faithful. That service is still large. Like, he's one of the greatest speakers, and he has a large following. I mean, he has Oprah backing him. He has Oprah backing him. He has Joel Osteen backing him. And he does these things like almost every quarter. he has a apology. He goes, he
Hey,
publicly apologizes.
listen, I don't think people realize how much if you a strong speaker, if you a
Yep.
strong public speaker, and this is not even talking about pastor right now, I'm talking about outside of the pastor.
Yep.
If you develop the skill of being a strong motivational speaker, you can make a motherfucker feel good. Yo, you have so much power
Right.
and so much loopholes to
Right.
get around things if you're a great motivational speaker.
Right.
Exactly,
So-
Merv. Exactly, which is why I feel that John Gray, Pastor Holy Whore, Derek Jackson, Steve Harvey, we can go on and on. They're
Right.
all great speakers.
Right.
Full stop. Period. They're all great speakers. So they have a following, and people will believe what they say because they say it and it comes across so strong and
Right.
believable. I can sit here and tell you, y'all, my shirt is really not yellow. It may look yellow because that's how you perceive it, but let me explain how your iris works and how it deals with colors. My shirt is really red, but because you have light in your life, you don't see red, you don't see
Hey,
darkness. You
that
see
was
my
Becca.
shirt as
Hey,
yellow.
Becca,
What's that
but-
called?
Becca,
Gaslighting?
and
Gaslighting?
Hey,
That's what
and
that's called.
Becca, and why you saying that? When you say like my shirt is really red, all you got to do is say something like, "It's red like the wine that God made from water."
That's it. That's it.
You
The
got
reason
it.
why my shirt is so yellow is
got it,
because of God. God is
Merv.
the shining light through my shirt.
Merv,
And the
you're
reason
right,
why
but
you see my shirt
Right.
shine so bright and so yellow is because
Hey.
I got God in my life. And
And you
because I
know
got
that
God
plug?
in my
Exactly.
life, He
You know
emanates
that
through
God
everything
plug
in me. Even my shirt. Even my shirt has God in it. That's why it's so yellow and bright and it shines your life. Everybody
you got
tell
it.
your neighbor, God shines my life. God shines my life. That's why my shirt is so yellow. Because I got Jesus in
Hey,
me.
and guess what? And to pull this motherfucker full circle for what the fuck we came to talk about in the first motherfucking place. That's why Derek Jackson right now is trying to bring God in it.
Right. Because when someone like that brings in God, they're using that against the heart. They're tugging at someone's heart. I got an uncle. And my uncle, my grandmother brother. We call him Slap Master because he slapped the shit out of people. But he's a pastor, he's a reverend, right? And
Yo, a TT shot.
I'm so through with TT. I'm so through with
yo, Merv, if you see, he's about 6'4". He's very smart, very knowledgeable of the word, and he's grimy. He's grimy, but he keep a woman. We don't know how, we don't understand how, but he keeps a woman that always take care of him. I share that because a lot of times women, they fall in love with a man who represents them as power. Jackson, whatever his name, Derek Jackson, he represents a confidence level or a power level that a lot of women flock to and they listen to what he's saying because they think that he's speaking the gospel. Because a lot of women and a lot of men are broken. So when someone come and they say something that resonate with them, whether it's true or false, or whether it's embellished or whatever the case may be, they saying some buzzwords. That's
Yep.
pastors, when
Hey.
they get into the pulpit and they speaking that stuff, they say buzzwords that get into your soul when you feeling something, and get into your soul and you start getting that feeling. That's what
Hey.
people like that
I
Derek
got the
Jackson does.
feeling.
They say
Hey,
they
Sean.
tug at your soul.
Feeling.
Hey,
Right?
Sean,
You feel it.
you're right. Hey, you know what else? And hey, like in the movie In Too Deep, LL Cool J played God. He was a kingpin. He was a kingpin drug dealer, and his street name was God. And you know what that nigga said? Everybody wants to feel a part of something.
Yep.
Right.
And that's how the hell he was able to grow his empire so big, even on the street level, because everybody wants to be a part of something. They want to feel a part of something that's bigger than them. And when you start thinking or giving somebody credit as being bigger than you, like that's how Derek Jackson was able to pull this shit off. Because Derek Jackson, he was allowed to start a fucking movement. A movement. I mean, it was a movement against dogging guys. But he had so many women following it because it's what they want to hear, and they wanted to be a part of that movement. That's how this nigga was able to damn do what the fuck he was wanting
He
to do.
He said that shit too. He said a lot of y'all put me on a pedestal. He said
Right.
it.
Cause right. And he's saying these things to let y'all know, like, look, y'all put me here. I'm just doing what y'all want me to do. I'm giving you all a game. Like he's saying, everything I said to y'all is it right or wrong. I'm giving y'all a game. You have to accept me for that and accept me for this as well. That's what he is saying. He's using buzz keywords. Think about this, fellas and ladies. Think about a friend that you may have had that had a poor relationship, and they come to you and like pour it on your sleeves, tell you everything that happened in their relationship. How do you respond to that? How do you respond? How do you give them advice to get through that bad situation that they're in? You know what I mean? Think about some of the things you have to say to resonate, to like catch their attention. Like, damn, you're right. I should have paid attention to those signs earlier.
Yeah.
So again, that goes back to my question. Are we listening to the words? That goes back to my question. Are we listening to the words or are we looking at the person?
Right. Bettina, to that point, everything he's saying is nothing new under the sun. Everything he's saying, we have talked about, someone somewhere have talked about these things. Everyone on here is highly educated. We know, we've seen things. We're all close to in our 40s or whatever. We've seen a lot. We've been around a lot. He's not saying anything new under the sun. The only thing he's doing is he's saying it in a way to people that are going through a very tight spot in their relationship. Whether they're being cheated on, they don't know, they kind of have an idea they're being cheated on, or they're going through a very tough relationship situation. When people are going through the worst part of the relationship, they listen to everything.
You got people that was blocked that want to be unblocked. He blocked people and they want to be unblocked.
Right.
Like, why would you want to be unblocked when you wasn't supporting him and you knew he was a liar? Like, you're so sucked into it. It done brainwash motherfuckers that even the people that don't like you want to be a part of this conversation, that want to watch his videos. Like, you're supporting it. Every time you tune in, you're supporting it.
And another thing, this is not all women. So let me use this disclaimer. Yeah. This is not all women, but you have a lot of women that only wants to talk to other people that feel the same exact way. A lot of women don't want the hard truth. A lot of women don't want the disagreement. They want to be able to talk to somebody that agrees with how they're feeling and is going to feed into that energy of how they're feeling.
Exactly.
So if they're feeling like, yo, because you got a lot of women that get after a bad relationship like, yo, men ain't shit.
Exactly.
So if another guy says like, yo, you right, men ain't shit, that guy automatically got that female attention. Exactly. Now he got his interest. He got her interest. Now let me get her attention by saying another trigger statement about you don't need that. You're a crown. You're beautiful. You need to believe in yourself and don't take that from that guy. And then you keep going with that, you just got a fucking friend or a follower or somebody that's going to have your fucking back. And I never realized how guys use lines to holler at females.
Yep.
But females want to hear what they want to hear. They want to be complimented, and they want someone to agree with them about their feelings.
Right.
Like to me, let me tell you, to me, Derrick Jackson, you know what he got? This nigga got game. All right.
I believe it.
And this motherfucker has been playing everyone, especially a female, using his game to sell books, to make money, to get views, to get streams, to get shares, and every fucking share is a monetary value. Every motherfucking view is a monetary value. Every motherfucking book sold is a monetary value. Every online book or article is a monetary value. This nigga's gotten,
and don't forget, he used it to get yams too. Used it to get yams.
Right.
He's mad at him, you know what I mean? But that's his game. That is his game, so he's playing his game. I get it.
TT is crazy.
I get it.
So Stacks, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. I know it's a lot. We are an hour 40 minutes in. But please give us your knowledge. What do you think of this whole
Shit,
debacle of love
can
we
you
got
give your
going
knowledge,
on
nigga? You need to wake the
with
fuck up.
everybody?
Hey yo. First and foremost, hey, first and foremost, fuck you, Murph. Let's get that out of the way. What? Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
Nigga, your eyebrows look arched. I think you got a fresh cut. And
He
your
did.
eyebrows
Somebody get
look arched too, nigga.
OTT.
He did. Somebody get OTT out of here, man.
Go ahead, Stacks. You got the floor.
I made it to my destination safely. I got checked in by the dumbest motherfucker in the world who didn't. I mean, it took an hour to check me in. She's like, "Oh, I see your name. It was spelled wrong." So she needs to be fired. Let's just put that out there. But we're talking about Derek Jackson, right?
Yeah.
No, nigga.
He's
we talking about Daffy motherfucking Duck.
Hey, he is Derek Jackson is the finesse god, man. He's the finesse god, and that video that he made of him talking in third person with the other video, hey, that is the most narcissistic shit I've seen probably in my life. I'm sorry. I mean, but he's going to get the views. He's going to be making, man, this dude, I think his net worth is $1 million, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, just about.
He's going to make more money because you're going to have the religious people because his wife is on this religious kick where I guess she's speaking in tongues every fucking video she make now. So hey, I'm just and I don't if we got anybody out there that's part of the Bible Brigade, hey, God know my heart. I used to go to church back in the day, but they be in there too long. But God know my heart. But his wife is in on it, and they about to don't be surprised if in like it ain't gonna take that long. He gonna be able to get to 2 million, 3 million because you got people who are glutton for punishment, man. He gonna make money off. First of all, they're gonna make money off these religious people. The religious people, dude, they will give up them funds. Old girl probably got money coming in right now off of them views because she is. You would think she's a fucking evangelist. Some damn videos she's been making in the last fucking day and a half.
Yes.
I think she's a missionary.
Derek Jackson, overall. I'm sorry for all who felt for it, and I'm pretty sure somebody already went over it. I don't generalize, but people want to hear what they some women. I'm gonna just say some. They want to be lied to. I'm just saying that right now. They want to be lied to.
Most women want to be lied to.
And what I will say is before you go out there listening to the Derek Jacksons of the world, the Steve Harveys of the world, and you, I mean, because a motherfucker will tell you what you deserve and what you deserve and what you should stand for, what you shouldn't stand for, but just make sure that you're ready for what you feel. Wow. Just make sure that this goes for men and women as far as your standards of what you want in a man, what you want in a woman. Make sure you measure up to what the fuck you want. You can't be one of them people out there saying,
we blocking you.
I want a motherfucker that's 6'6", with a six pack and no kids, and he gotta make six figures. You can't do that if you backsliding on Weight Watchers and you barely got your GED and you making like $20,000 a year. I mean, you can't. I mean, you gotta act your wage, as they say. You can't have. I'm just saying you can't have these high expectations, and you have Steve Harvey and fucking Derek Jackson telling you, yeah, girl, you deserve all that shit. Same thing with dudes. I mean, if you ain't shit, you probably deserve ain't shit coming right back. You need to be two ain't shit motherfuckers reproducing to make another little ain't shit motherfucker that's coming into the world. That's how it should be. Quit listening to these motherfucking so-called fucking this dude is a self-proclaimed relationship guru.
No. The females claim it. The females gave him that title.
They gave him that title. Okay.
The females gave him that title. Women gave him that title.
L. Murph, as they said on Coming to America, damn shame we did it to that dog. Because, bro, you've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been led astray. You've been hoodwinked. And
on TT, Biggie Small cheated on Faith and Lil Kim.
And that nigga
real talk. I don't, and people are actually,
however, I stayed Coochie down to the socks. Did we not?
People actually, defending this fuckery.
Big black nasty is what he said.
Exactly. You see how Mark just ran down a line of clothing? See, materialistic shit. I'm gonna date.
Hey yo, and Merv, at the end of the video this motherfucker made, this motherfucker said, "I got 50% off for all of you people that's gonna buy my book."
Yeah.
Hey, that motherfucker the finesse God, man.
Facts.
Hey,
the crazy. That's not even the worst of it. The dude said he blamed God. He blamed God for the position that he was in.
Yo, Merv. Hey, Merv. Hey, bro, when he said that shit, I take me back to Eddie Murphy Raw. Goonie Google Gus, can you believe this motherfucking shit? That's all. Hey, that dude said, "Hey, look, he said some shit like God betrayed me." I'm like, nigga, what? Are you serious right now? That's what we're doing.
A lot of hurt people feel like God's the reason why they hurt, because if there was a God, they wouldn't be hurt. If there was a God, they wouldn't be going through this.
Right. But
fuck that. I mean, the Bible also says faith without works is dead. You got a lot of people that's waiting on God to do stuff for them, and they're not putting the wheels in motion to make that change come and shit like that. Damn, you know what? I'm cursing too much.
But that's the problem. They're actually hurt. They're probably going through some stuff that's clouding their judgment and where they see things. This guy was finessing the entire time. He had Shorty in his house, in his bed, in his sanctuary. He created this nonsense.
Derek Jackson is
have the girl come to your house.
Yeah, he's like if dripping and finesse was a person.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, everybody on this panel knows a narcissist. Narcissists typically double down. Like there's no reasoning with narcissists. If they are wrong, they are going to deflect.
Yes,
they're going to deflect
and play victim. Don't leave that out.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But
this nigga Jared Jackson is trying to act like the victim, while at the same time soliciting his motherfucking book. Yeah, and playing victim at the same motherfucking time. The nigga. Hey, it's like Nino Brown, New Jack City. It's evilly genius, Nino. You a fucking genius, Nino.
Yeah. Hey, but big ups to Charlamagne the God representing South Carolina. That was the best. I don't know if y'all see Donkey of the Day. That was one of the best ones I have seen in the Breakfast Club history.
Brought it up.
What?
Talk about it now.
You brought it up.
Talk about it. What?
Talk about it now that you brought it up.
The Donkey of the Day. Go ahead. Tell him what it says.
Well, I can't say word for word what Charlamagne said, but it was a drop. Nigga. Can I talk?
I'm sorry. It's the hey, you ain't been on here yet, but hold up. Before you talk,
you got some cheap liquor. Has some shit changed since the last podcast?
I had to go buy some new shit. Hey, nigga, for this episode right here, nigga, I wouldn't doubled up, nigga.
Is that bootleg Paul Masson? That's how low you going?
It is.
Man, go ahead and talk about Charlamagne the God, nigga.
Hey yo, Merv, hey, calm down, man. Hey man, y'all ain't been handling this guy tonight, man. Y'all know he's gonna be off the chain.
He got like that when you got here.
Hey yo, but Charlamagne the God was explaining how classic narcissists work. This dude is a narcissist on 1000. It's the audacity for me, because how do you come out, you wrong as fuck, and you make a video, a side-by-side video with a video like your wife is like look like she's in a hostage situation, and you tell us, yo, I'm gonna talk in third person. Nigga, how dare you? How dare you?
Yeah.
Hey, when I was watching this shit, I honestly thought it was a joke. And then he was legit like, yeah, and I'm gonna talk in third person. I'm like, motherfucker, for what?
Right.
Like for real?
What you've been doing. The whole time.
I don't. Do we give him that out by calling him a narcissist though? Do we give him that
No,
out?
man.
Hey, Sean, I agree with you. I feel like that's part of an out for this nigga. I do so. I'm indifferent. I'm on the border because half of me feel like I feel like he's a piece of shit motherfucker with narcissist tendencies.
Right. That's
how
I
feel.
I agree.
He's a gamer. He's a fucking womanizer with narcissist tendencies that knows how to make motherfucking money.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm telling you, this is what he do with these women. He breaks them down all the way the fuck down. You know what I mean? Strips them of whatever confidence they had. You know what I mean? Where you rely on me, Derek motherfucking Jackson. You know what I mean? To come save the day. That's exactly what he do.
Mark, I get what you're saying there. I slightly disagree. I don't think he breaks them down. I think he do the opposite. I think he lifts them up.
Sells dreams, man.
Where they believe.
He sell dreams, man.
Yeah.
By the boatload.
I don't think he break them down because a lot of the women that he speak to, the ones that he's really talking to, they're already kind of broken down. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're vulnerable.
They're vulnerable.
They're
already in a vulnerable state. So I think that he's in a situation where I don't want to give him out by saying he's a narcissist. I want to say that my wife think every man that's a dirtbag is a narcissist. I keep telling her that it's a narcissist. Like, don't give them that credit. They're not smart enough to be a narcissist. I don't think that Derek is smart enough to be a narcissist. I think he's savvy. I think that he's an opportunist. I think that he's a piece of shit. He's a dirtbag. He's no different.
The nigga got game. That's all this is.
He got a lot of game.
This is a nigga with game. Only thing is, this is like the damn movie How to Be a Player, Def Jam How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy.
Yes.
That's what this nigga is, except he's doing it on a public level, using a different platform of women that wants to hear this shit. That's all this is. The nigga just got game. Before this week, all these women would have drunk the fucking Kool-Aid like that fucking pastor in South America and died. Really.
But Stacks, I'm gonna ask you this. If you think about it, in the military, right? Those young guys, when they first get in the young guys you always be talking to, we talk to all the time. We said, look, guys, don't go to the strip clubs and fall in love. They don't love you. They're gonna take your money. They don't love you. These guys are typically they're the weirdos, right? They're the ones who probably they probably can't get a girl or whatever. They don't know how to do that, right?
They're gonna pay for a $40 chance.
Right. Some female talk and make them feel good, tickle their balls in the club or whatever, and they go crazy.
Oh my God.
They fall in love. So they're vulnerable. Some women are like that. They don't get a lot of the attention that their girlfriend may get. So Derek Jackson he's that dirty Mac that come and scoop them up because they're kind of in that state of mind, like I've been cheated on. I'm kind of, I'm hurt. I'm kind of hesitant to do anything because I don't know what I'm looking for. I need some help. He's the one. He's like a stopgap. He's the one that said, "Look, ladies, this is what those guys are doing. This is how they're treating you. He doesn't love you because a man like me, I wouldn't treat you like that. That's a dirty Mac." So
and then Sean, and then that nigga says, "Girl, you don't deserve that."
Right.
Hey, Sean, I
followed
talked to
by give me the games and then buy my book. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, I talked to my little brother, Brandon, this morning. He said exactly that. He said Derek Jackson will go down the Dirty Mac Hall of Fame, man. It's just the Dirty Macking. He's the Dirty Mac GOAT, man. I'm sorry. It's Dirty Macking. I've never seen Dirty Macking to this level because y'all said all the catchphrases. Damn, girl, you deserve so much better. I wouldn't do that. Like what? Like what do you
if
do?
He don't treat you right, leave him.
Yeah.
Go find somebody better. Like me, slide in my DM for 25% off.
When you go to a male friend, when you having your own relationship issues, and that male friend be like, "You don't deserve that."
Exactly, Tina. Exactly.
Me and you've been knowing each other for years, and you ain't never in. And
well,
you
that boy been
exactly, Tina. Exactly,
Tina. From jump, but he ain't really
that's
that
why I said
go approach you like that in the beginning. You know what I mean? That's trust me.
Go to a fucking male family member. And you want the fucking real? find a male family member that's a male gigolo or male hoe, or that you see bring women in and out. Go to that nigga in your family that you know
Talia, they the worst.
that's about
Boys
that
is the
life
worst.
with women, and ask that nigga to give you the fucking real. Tell him your symptoms of your relationship. Yes, I say symptoms. Tell that nigga in your family the symptoms of your relationship, and that nigga will tell you from nigga standpoint, this is probably what the fuck is going on with that nigga, what he's thinking about, and with your ass.
Hey,
Right.
and Merv, good point. But I would like to make a proclamation, hey, to the guys podcast, everybody. Hey, this nigga got to be canceled, man. He got to be stopped at all costs, man. We can't let this motherfucker off the hook. We can't let this motherfucker off the hook for this shit right here.
He won't be canceled only because people now want to see where this story ends. So before people know who he is, but they're gonna tune in not because they care. They want to know what happened. Just off of pure nosiness, it's not gonna happen.
I don't like the fact. Here's what I hate about this whole situation. It seems as though they are leaning towards what all people do. What a lot of people do when they fuck up on a fucking national level. They'll invoke God. They'll start invoking God and religion, and ain't nothing good going to come out of that. I believe in karma and shit like that. So you don't want to play with God like that, because I'm hearing like he said some shit, but it wasn't biblical. I'm like, nigga, what are you? What is this? What we doing now? Like, you gonna play in his I don't know what to say about his wife at this point, man, because she's like the evangelist Charlie sees all of a sudden. She coming on with fatigues, like she about to go to war and shit. I'm like, bitch, you going to damn Afghanistan? I mean, what the fuck is going on? Why do you have on that shirt?
But Stacks, like Talia said, bad behavior gets rewards in America. I can see this guy, honestly, I can see him getting a reality show or something like he's going to be on something. By the mid-year or end of the year, he's going to be on some show where he's going to have the platform to talk about how dirty of Mac he is. It happens to all of them.
And this is why you got to prepare. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know, my nieces, you know what I'm saying, and all, you know what I mean, for the youngest or whatever, I got to prepare them for these dirty Macs, yo. You know what I'm saying? Got to prepare them for this shit because it's coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, so I got to do my best. Like, look, this is all the shit your Uncle Mark did. This is all the shit that these motherfuckers do. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if I'm releasing game to them because, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, if you get one over on my nieces and all my little cousins or whatever, then guess what? You got it. Because I tried, you know what I mean, to block that shit.
Hey, I feel you. The only way that cancel culture have any chance, the only way, his wife will have to cancel. His wife will have to start to cancel shit. But she ain't going away because that nigga got money and influence right now.
Absolutely.
And when a nigga got money, they get more leeway with females that they deal with.
And Mark,
gives you a lot of leeway.
Mark, to your point, if you have daughters, if you have nieces and things, that's why it's very important for the males in their life to tell them, hey, look, you're beautiful. I love you. You're gonna have dudes that come into your life that's gonna tell you these same things. I don't want nothing from you. I just love you. And the thing is, that's very important to tell little girls that at a very young age, because these dudes gonna be telling them, and they're gonna have an ulterior motive, dirty Mac style.
You is special.
That's how the shit. Important. That's how the shit. That's how the shit starts.
Smart.
I even had an ex that passed away, and his brother said, my brother would want me to take care of you.
Yeah, see, dirty.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Yo.
Right at the funeral.
Yo, that's like breaking. That's like breaking during pool and going straight for the 8-ball. Who the fuck does that? Like, what the fuck?
Yo, Stat, you breaking the fourth wall when you say that?
Yo, Tina, you want another piece of cake? But by the way, you know what I'm saying? I feel sorry, you know, for all that and shit. But yo, you know, I'll make sure you good. I got you, babe. I got you. Like, damn. Dirty Mac.
I feel closer to God when I'm with you.
But that's
shit like that.
That's
right.
Hey man, y'all thought we were
motherfuckers know no limit, man. Hey.
You make me want to be a better man.
Hey, Merv and Mark, man. Hey, I feel bad, man. Y'all still out there in them streets, man. These dirty Macs, they taking over, man. Y'all gotta do something.
But I said this over a year ago. I said, yo, watch out for the dirty Macs. I said, they're out there. And I mean, y'all thought I was joking. I was like, yo, what is he talking about? I'm like, yo, watch out for the dirty Macs.
And don't be surprised if Derek Jackson this might be the fucking Dirty Mac Renaissance is going. He might have started that shit. Man. Hey,
I'm gonna back up. I'm a drinking, so y'all got the part. We can't edit this shit. So if I get crazy, somebody take me out the stream real quick. Y'all back up a little bit.
Crazy nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, we want that shit.
If I go too overboard, take me out real quick.
Nigga, we want all the smoke.
Right.
The dirty Mac. I don't want to offend nobody, but the dirty Macs,
Shut
right?
the fuck up and talk.
Relax. The dirty Macs, right? Derek is one side of the dirty Macs. There's another dirty Mac out there, right? But he's representing a different group of people. Mr. C is the dirty Mac as well.
There are different factions out there. Understand that, people. There are different factions as far as dirty Macs.
There's different factions. So I don't know people out there. I know Talia said she want to use the term dirty Mac moving forward. You have to be careful about that because there's different factions. Mr. C told Mr. C said, you want to learn how to get dudes that dress like chicks, I'm the master. You learn from me. He damn
sure did tell Mano that.
He told Mano, the master. When he said he's the master, I paused and said, hold up. What does he mean by that?
Listen, Sean.
No, he was like,
Mr. C knew he said that. That was like a slip up. That was a Freudian slip. I don't even think Mr. C realized that he said that. He was like, so man was like, so you like to get head from the man? He said, no, transgender woman is the correct. He said that's you like. He was like, yeah. Don't you want to know? He was like, don't you want to know from the master?
Right. But Becca, when he said that, he's ringing the dinner bell. He's letting them know, like, yo, daddy's home. I'm here. I'm out here now.
I'm out here, yeah.
The dinner bell was ringing. That's dirty. Because the old dirty Macs, they throw it out there to let you know, like, look, I'm here. I'm throwing it out there. Well,
you gotta be stopped.
He run the dinner bell.
I don't think Mr. C even realized he said that.
You gotta come with me.
He said whole state. No, Becca, he didn't say one word. He made statements. What you mean you don't think he know? He know you said that.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean,
you slip. I think so.
Hey, they about to have
came out.
Hey, yo, Mark, they about to have the fucking dirty Mac bat signal out this motherfucker, man.
They're gonna do a Love and Hip Hop Dirty Mac edition. It's gonna be Derek J, Mr. C, and Ray J.
Whoa.
So that means it's gonna be broken women, it's gonna be transgender women, and it's gonna be Kardashians.
Let me tell you something, like
you got toxic written all over it.
Listen,
right.
The bull who up front, right? And he just like, yo, I'm just trying to get at you, right? That man is not a dirty Mac. He might be full of shit, but he ain't a dirty Mac. I mean, just let me clear that up real quick.
You would know.
What you trying to tell us, Mark? What the fuck you trying to Hey, shameless plug. That's a shameless plug.
A dirty Mac moment. That's a dirty Mac plug.
That's dirty Mac, Mark.
Hey, yo, that's low key. That's low key. Dirty Mac-ish, by the way. I'll put that out there.
That's symptoms.
Right.
Hey, listen, man. For a time, I didn't want to know your name. I didn't want to know your name. I didn't want to know nothing about you. You know what I mean? Look, we over here. That's it. My car right here. That's it.
That's straight up. I can respect
That's
that.
it. I don't want to know you. You know.
That was a shameless plug though. Like you put in a bid around this moment.
I'm telling y'all, man. Just back in my backsliding days, you know.
Right. Mark used the hand trick. Hey, ladies, look, Dirty Mac over there while he's coming right here. That's
exactly
for the hand.
Like he's David Copperfield.
Hey, Sean. That's that Jedi mind trick.
The Jedi mind trick. Jedi mind trick.
Come here, baby. Let me whisper in your ear.
Right. Hey, let me ask you this though. Do you think that in order to cancel this dude, we're just gonna stop that. I mean, this is good entertainment, so we're gonna watch. I think they want that, you know. Right. But you think it'll take like the collective just to say, you know what? Let's just not look at these dudes' video. Let's just not look at the wife videos, his videos.
And they had 1.8 million views. That ain't gonna happen.
Yo, Stacks. People like negativity. They not going, and everybody knows the way to. They know it. They know exactly what you just said. The way to shut shit down is to not pay it any attention.
Facts.
They can't.
They can't. It's the word. Unfortunately, it's the word that we live in. They live off of this.
Sex and ratchetness. Sex, ratchetness, and drama.
I ain't gonna lie. This should have been
now. Sex, ratchetness, and drama. You want to come up real fast? You need to do something dealing with sex. Be ratchet as fuck, or be involved with some major drama and shit. Anybody that want to come up real fast, that don't give a fuck about morals or nothing, do something with sex, ratchetness, or fucking drama, or make a fucking book telling women you a queen and all the nigga secrets.
Right, to your point. We had a show. We talked about how to take care of each other, and I have the crabs in the barrel syndrome. We was averaging about 3 or 4 people watching. Right now, we double digits for the most of the night.
Yeah,
they're here for it.
We love y'all, though. For real. We love y'all. So thank you for tuning in tonight. But we also talk about empowerment. We also talk about,
we talk about all other stuff.
Hear that shit. Get back to the ratchet.
Right. Like, yo, thank y'all for the empowerment. Black power.
Hey, Sean, it's like Jay-Z said. I make a song calling women bitches or about money. Y'all call me one of the greatest writers of all time. I make a conscious song where he's losing his touch. Well, I'm really about to confuse y'all on this one. Beanie Siegel.
Right. But we love it though, because you know what? Now this tells us the algorithms that our people are telling us they want ratchet. So guess what? Next week we're going to go into details about Dirty Max and Dirty Female Max.
Next week's show is going to be Dirty Mac Chronicles Part 1.
We're gonna do a show
about
based on the legendary Stevie J.
We're
buddy.
Talk about
Dirty Mac. Hey, while y'all bullshitting, we should do a review of all the love and hip hop.
I'm gonna come in a bathing suit top.
Hey, I'm trying
to all right now, Tina. Tina's gonna be in the comments all night about you.
All you gotta do is lose the hat and you good money.
Hey Tina, if you come on here with a bathing suit top, I'm gonna come in this motherfucker like this.
Yo.
Yo, Sean, one more thing though, real talk. It's like y'all say about the ratchetness and the drama. Dude, I ain't got no work done these last 2 fucking days, man. Cause the group in particular, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's hard to look away. I'm doing work and I'm getting alerts and shit, and I'm like, another video or somebody put a meme up. I'm just fucking dying. And Becca, I didn't see your video yet. I was checking in, but I saw the comments, and you wow. That's all I got to say. But hey, productivity has been down these last couple of days because of Mr. Derek Action Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
Action Jackson.
And he coming out with another video. Hey, tomorrow be like DJ Khaled. Another one. He coming out with another one tomorrow, man. I'm telling you.
Another one.
Yo, so we're past 10 o'clock. We still got 8 people watching. We still got people popping in and now. We went from 8 to 10. Y'all call it. Do we need to continue to move or do we need to wrap this thing up?
I mean, we got people. Give your shout outs.
Yeah, you better give me shout out for the show, yo.
Yeah, let's get the shout outs, man. We had a good show tonight. I'm gonna start with you tonight, Mark. Like, give us what you got, man. Let the people know what Mark feels. Like, Mark has a message for the Dirty Mac, man. Like, Mark, tell us how you feel, man.
I'm gonna say like this, right? Like, however you gonna get them, you gonna get them. I get that shit, but only thing that I would say is that, you know, you don't have to, you know what I mean, try to destroy a woman's confidence or whatever they going through, you know what I mean, to get the yams. Most likely she gonna be with it anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? If she with it, you know what I mean, just go through with that shit and be cool and have fun. We all adults here, man. So, you know, you don't have to come at her like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what some boys do. Like, you know what I'm saying? They come with the chick and then try to break her down, and then they with her and try to break her down. Nah. You know what I mean? For just have fun. Trust me. You know what I mean? She with what you with. You be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I'm living proof of that. You be surprised. You know what I mean? Shoes. So have your fun and keep that shit moving, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Mark just want to
Going back to the streets.
Going back to the streets, Mark. What you
I'm
got?
I'm always in the streets, baby.
Going back to the streets.
Hey, y'all realize Mark just basically said you don't have to make a book and lie to women to get pussy.
Yeah. Dirty Mac shit.
That's all nigga said. Hey,
Dirty Mac shit.
That's a true statement, though.
And keep it moving.
That's a true. That's a true statement. You ain't got a lot to kick it.
Moving.
Hey, what, yo, quote Nas for me, Sean. I know he has a similar, you know what I mean, for real saying to what I just said.
I got no game. It's just some bitches understand my story.
Yeah, there you
go.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the hottest shit I heard in my life.
I didn't use that shit.
Sound about right.
What?
Right.
I said, yeah, I didn't use that shit before.
Yeah,
of course, Murph. You probably used it like last week.
Hey, you know what? But real shit, I don't use lines though. I think that shit is corny. I don't use no fucking lines, yo. I don't do that shit. That shit is corny. I just use regular conversation, and after a conversation, I'm gonna ask you, yo, you want to exchange contact information? That's it.
You know, the young generation now, they be like, I got some pills and Henny. I got some Henny.
Fuck.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, if that worked for him, hey,
Hold the fuck up. Time out.
That's it. Yo, Tina, what you got for us?
I don't got nothing. Today was just great. And the show speaks for itself. The end.
Right, Nicole. I love it. Nicole. Y'all see the comments? I'm from the other side with other guys. Yeah.
Pull up out of here, man.
Yo, that's a classic. Let's get Nicole on the show, man. Hey, Sean, man. Sean, you don't seem excited.
Yeah. Yeah. That rhyme, you know who wrote that rhyme for him?
Oh my God, here we go. What? But check this out. If you put that back up there, that kind of plays into what Mark was saying.
Not really.
If you really look at it, like, I mean, y'all really think these motherfuckers is really like, they foul just like us. They talking all that bullshit, telling you this, that, and the third. The motherfuckers is foul just like us.
Yeah. That was a dope that Bleak had wrote for Jay, though. Real talk.
Yeah.
Yo, Becca, what you got?
That whole thing just have fun.
That was Bleak verse, actually.
What do I have? Basically, just I don't know, ladies. Stay woke on all the capping that's going on the internet. Don't be believing nobody in regards to your relationship. Do what you want to do. I mean, at this point, it's a lot of dirty macking going on. So just beware. Wear your raincoat in case anything spills on you. And just be careful out there. Don't make nobody's relationship or anybody else's your relationship goal. Just work on what works for you. And also, if you do go live, put on some lip gloss.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn.
Shots fired.
At the least.
That wasn't nice at all.
Stacks, man. What you got, man?
Hey, yo, at the end of the day.
Huh? I thought you was big that it came when you first came on.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Hey, yo. That nigga eyebrows arch, y'all.
It is arch.
Oh, boy.
Anyway,
this was a fresh. You got a fresh arch.
That nigga took razor to his eyebrows.
I see y'all motherfuckers got jokes. You gonna let me talk, Merv?
Tape up on his face.
So I'm talking too, but you gonna call me out. All got blame the black guy. Sean started this shit. But
yeah, because you is a black motherfucker, man.
It was facts. We were talking. You black.
That's why your eyebrows arch.
I'm gonna start calling your black ass Kingsford because you like fucking bag of charcoal.
Oh,
but anyway,
I'll call you
at the
arch.
I really do think that on the count of three, everybody needs to stop listening to these fucking internet self-help gurus and get like I think Merv might have said it, get the real from people that really care about you. If you can't take constructive criticism, you're not going to be able to improve yourselves. I have some ways about myself that I know are fucked up, and people tell me that I'm working on it like a motherfucker. Right. You have to come to the realization to own your own shit before you can get what you're looking for in a man or a woman. That's just the bottom line. You can't have these unrealistic expectations. Expect people to move heaven and earth for you when you just sitting there waiting for your fucking ship to come in. Instead of you going out there and trying to be the captain of the motherfucking boat and listening to what sounds good to you instead of the shit that you need to hear.
Facts.
That's all I got.
Facts. Merv, what you got, man?
What?
Oh my God.
Next.
You look like fucking Oscar the Grouch with that fucking beard shit going.
What? Oh, nigga,
you look like Oscar. All you need is a trash can. You look kind of dusty too. Since you had jokes.
Hey, Sean, they coming for you in the comments.
Hey, listen.
Look at this light skin acting dude, man. He had to turn face front to the screen because I got him on photo shot.
First of all, just because outside of Mark, mainly Stacks, just because your fucking beard can't fucking connect and look like you got man. Don't get mad at my shit, nigga. Know what I'm saying? Hey, shit. If Stacks, if you want your beard, you should eat more pussy in your life.
Whoa!
All right, now back to what the fuck I was talking about. Well, what the fuck we supposed to be talking about before this nigga went interrupt or input his bullshit.
Keep going, flip from above the rim. Keep going.
Hey, get that Daffy Duck with the bill shot off.
Oh, motherfucker.
Hey, that motherfucker feeling good like he plies with brand new teeth and shit.
Hey, Merv, they can't erase who we were, man. They can't erase who we were. Champions, baby.
Come on, Merv.
My bad.
My bad, Merv. I bet Merv was a captain.
Hey, that's town shit right there. That's hashtag town. Any nigga from town looking at us right now would appreciate that shit. But real shit, yo. I'm talking specifically to the woman that was part of this movement for this nigga right here. What I'm about to say goes for everybody, but I'm talking to the woman that was part of this fucking movement and to the woman that likes to be around either other woman or a man that's going to agree with them and just tell them what they want to fucking hear. Let me tell you something. Iron sharpens iron.
Right.
And if you only around people that agrees with every fucking thing you saying, guess what? You're not fucking growing at all. The growth in your life will become a stalemate, and you will stay right there at that pinnacle. So they said if you the 5 people that you hang around the most on average, that's what you become, and that's what you are. So you follow a nigga like Derek Jackson because this nigga's telling you what the fuck you want to hear, as opposed to giving you shit for you looking in the mirror and be accountable. Yo, you're not fucking growing. So you need to find people that's going to disagree with you, going to hold you accountable, and it's going to uplift you, going to tell you how to better yourself, and compliment you. All of that. Not just somebody's going to tell you or people that's going to tell you what you want to hear. You want all the above. Accountable, uplifting, iron sharp as iron. So on that, yo, stop following these motherfuckers fake y'all proclaim / self-proclaim relationship gurus or anybody or any celebrity that act like they knows everything about life and you following them motherfuckers to try to improve your life based on what the fuck they tell you, what the fuck you see. Because most of them motherfuckers is fake. It's all Hollywood. And behind the scenes, their lives is more fucked up than yours. Believe it or not. And that's it.
Okay, Merv, come
All right.
Damn, boy, that USC education finally come to fruition. Shit.
Carolina. Boom.
You know, he just gave some advice, some real good shit.
Right.
Should we listen to him, Tina?
Should we listen to him?
Absolutely not.
He sounded like he was capping a little bit.
He trying to
Merv was giving them that real. Merv, you was giving them that real, yo.
Give them that real that they can feel.
Right. If you want to do right, ladies, find 5 people next to you to make you better.
Yeah, bars. Hey, Merv, you might be the next. You might be the next Derrick Jackson, man.
Merv,
I'm about to write a book on these bitches.
Right.
Yo, Stacks.
Slide in my DM if you need suggestions on picking your 5 people, ladies.
Right. Yo, Merv, I'm sure he practiced that all day, like an Easter speech.
In the mirror.
Yo, he was at home all day, like, I gotta say this shit right here.
Cue cards. Hey, this is the wrap up, B.
This is the wrap up.
It's like T.I. said, nigga. Highly intelligent, but still a grab a nigga by the collar quick.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to be quoting T.I. this time.
Yeah.
Facts.
Nigga, you quoted R. Kelly earlier, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? And
I just said, yo, I listen to the music.
Hey, it's Merv giving Derrick vibes.
Merv Jackson. Merv Jackson. Merv Captain Jackson.
Merv Jackson. That's funny.
Although Merv be out here capping, I do have to piggyback off of him. Ladies and fellas, don't put your faith and confidence in someone that doesn't have your best interest at heart. It's easy to get caught up into the minutia of these guys, these people that's talking crazy talk on Facebook and YouTube and give you this advice, and you fall in love with that because you're looking for someone to give you something to go along with or to sympathize or empathize with your situation.
Validation.
So I get it. It's very easy. It's easy to get caught up into the minutia for that. However, try to find a circle. If you don't have a circle already, work on a circle that's going to give you honest feedback. If you're just a recluse and you're a loser type person, you can't find friends, find a friend, that can help you out as much as possible, because you need someone that's going to help you through a time where you are vulnerable, where you don't fall victim to these people who are out here selling you a dream. Steve Harvey, he has a thick mustache. We don't trust that. He cannot tell you anything that I can't tell you to help you out in a relationship. All right. It's an episode of Martin where they were getting karate lessons from Dragonfly Jones. And at the end of the episode, the guy said, yo, why did Dragonfly lay it out in here? They said, well, he was a mechanic. He wasn't even a karate master. I say that to say this. Dragonfly Jones was a mechanic. He was a mechanic teaching people how to do karate. He knew nothing about karate. These guys, the Jacksons, the Steve Harvey, look at their track record. They can't tell you anything that can help you out. Get on your knees, pray to the Most High, and make sure that you get stronger within yourself. You cannot love anyone not loving yourself, but you have to accept how messed up you are, accept that, learn that, and be able to adjust to that. Mark came a long way. If you go back and look at our first couple of episodes, Mark was talking about getting chicks in the back seat just to get a wham bam. Now he's talking about other things. He was so immature, but now look at him. He's talking about he want to get to know your first name. Back then, he didn't even want to know your name at all. Now he wants to get to know your
progress. We're making progress.
He's making progress. He's a dirty Mac. We know this. He understands and accepts it, but he wants to do better. All right. So, ladies, if y'all so happy about this, y'all want to get some advice from people, and you want to give this guy your money, you want to buy his book, you want to buy a Steve Harvey book, you want to follow them, I got something better for you. Follow the guys and the ladies. Follow us. We giving you free game every fucking week. Follow us. We're gonna have the Cash App up next week. Look, donations coming.
Talk to him.
Right?
Donation.
We love the money that folds, but we'll take some that jingles. So just go
Nigga,
ahead
no
Amen, Sean. Amen.
We'll take it. We'll give you some game. Becca would take the time out to do a parody to show you how fool you are, so you can understand who you really are, and she's going to help you do that. Fellas, Mark going to show you the avenues to take without getting caught. Mark hasn't got caught yet. He's still out here dirty macking. Stats going to teach you things to keep you in a good space where he's married, his kids are off doing some great things. And look at him. His eyebrows are arched. He has a nice temp fade. Everything is nice. Merv not going to teach you anything, but he will listen. That's all that matters. All right? So again, thank you all for watching us tonight. Thank you all for saying in the comments. We really appreciate it. We know that y'all love the ratchetness. So guess what? Tina's going to come up with another ratchet title, and we're going to put it on y'all next week again. We got something coming strong. We got all kind of shit popping up. Yo, we're going to grow. Y'all growing with us. Thank you all to those who joined the actual page. We're at 500 plus. I think we're at 505 today. Thank you. We're moving fast. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys reaching out to us. And honestly, we appreciate you guys being there with us. Cash App will be on live next week. Start getting the money in a row. You got your 1,400 stimmy. Don't feel bad to give us 5. Stimmy season is full of effect. We'll take it.
I'm still waiting for mine.
Don't forget to like and share, you guys. If you guys are in the chat, please hit like. Hit the share button. This will be saved. We're on YouTube. This video will be saved. So just hit share.
Yes.
And we appreciate everything. Just hit that one button, guys.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure y'all get the word out. Make sure y'all comment on our page. Post anything on our page. It's all yours. We don't care what y'all post. We have some crazy.
Obviously, especially these last 2 days. Obviously,
the last 2 days were crazy. Even Mark messaged me. Mark said, "Yo, fam, this is getting crazy for me. I may have to fall back a little bit."
When Mark is saying that shit,
when Mark is saying that, we got a problem.
Thank you, Talia.
Thank you.
Again, thank you all for watching tonight. Make sure y'all support Becca. She's going live for her wedding this week. If y'all didn't know Becca's getting married, I'm sure y'all probably know that.
The fuck you talking about? Hey, Sean, she got a whole fucking hat on and say bride to be.
I'm being facetious. Yeah, I'm being facetious.
You got a whole different problem.
No, I'm being facetious. If y'all didn't realize, Becca was going live for the past 3 months. Letting y'all know she's about to get married this week. So please support her. Please send to her Cash App. She doesn't have a registry, but she will take money. All right. Because she's going to need it for where she's going. She's going to bake and she's putting everything on black. So thank you all for supporting us tonight. Thank you again. Tina got some other ratchet shit coming in the pipeline for y'all. So be ready.
Yo, shout out to everybody that's been listening from the beginning. Like
OTT come through, classmate.
OTT.
Shout out to OTT,
Listen.
Nikki, Chauncey, Talia, Razia. Shout out to y'all.
Yes.
Tesfa.
Any man out there looking for a woman that's going to just use you and throw you back to the streets, give OTT a shot. All right, she's out there for you. She's looking for that. OTT is with the shits. She's looking for.
we gotta get OTT on the show just for appreciation.
Yes.
We gotta get her on the show for something.
Inbox OTT. If you out there, you're looking for a woman just for a fun time, inbox OTT. Ladies, if you're looking for someone just to play with you for a little while, inbox Mark. Thank you all again. We out. We appreciate y'all.
Peace.
And hey, we're gonna do it again next week. We got more ratchet shit coming, right, Tina? Yay! Let's get out of here.